pretty bad though.
Yeah, I probably would have because of how kind of shit it is.
So I have people like even inside here, like Lupa, the guy in here, he trades like 5-minute OBs, bro. Like, he trades like continuation plays, basically. When you have a continuation, when you'd be like, for example, there's not many examples because the market was really up only all night, but yeah, there's like no examples on here. I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, you'd be like here kind of thing. Got a 15-minute order block for me as well, potentially. This is nice. This is a nice, nice move. Potentially, if we can get a retrace, or it could just crack down. I don't believe the market isn't bearish. There's a part of me that's like, this is going to go lower, and the only reason I say that is just because it's just too obvious. Or I'm wrong. To crack through this is going to be expensive for the market to do. Also, that we're trading into so many bearish zones through here. It's like 4-hour order blocks and fucking hourly order blocks and fucking like every single time frame on the high time frame saying go the fuck short, motherfucker. So it's one of those things where I don't have a lot of but I don't like to get married to my ideas, you know. This long's fine. We'd have been out of break even here. That's the good thing about this strategy. What I know a lot of people struggle with it, but it's the thing I really enjoy. Is that like most of the time you're getting to 1 hour, and you just gotta break even, and you just risk free, which I really like, personally. God, my body's so fucking sore. Jesus. What is this? Yeah, that bell curve shit. I'm gonna tag that shit. I always say that guy is stuck in the middle and I'm stuck on the left. I'm definitely not the right. I'm fucking retarded. But sometimes we're vibing. This is sort of the problem, guys, with trading my strategy on the open, is that, like, you get stopped out of break even because there's so much volatility. Like, it'll just barcode you and then actually move in the direction that you want it to move in because the volatility comes in. It's like, it's not ideal. There's a lot of people in here. There's a lot of people for me. God, if I have to hear my own voice when I'm looking at my content one more time, I'm gonna fucking crash out. I wouldn't wish that shit on anyone. You're watching it, like responding to someone, comments or something. You have to hear your own voice. Fucking disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes the sound of their own
like
voice.
Nicole, my girl, will be sitting on her fucking thing and she'll scroll on Instagram and she'll hear, and she'll just go through she'll be just doom scrolling Instagram and I'll just hear, hey guys, let's go over how I made 4 hours on the day, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, turn that fucking shit off immediately. Fucking make me crash out,
All those Celsius that you drunk. How many you drink? Like 2 of them?
bro. No, I just got one, bro. I'm on my
You
one.
just got your one?
I got my second one in the fridge. Staying cool
Uh-oh.
before I go get it, bro. I'm like, you know, though, the multi. I got my. I haven't cleaned my disc, but I got my guava.
Oh,
Monster.
and the monster. Oh
Guava
my
Monster.
gosh.
This Guava Monster got you moving different, bro. This shit is so good. I would never thought I would ever say this, but like it's actually kind of better than White Monster, which is fucking like sacrilege. Because White Monster's like the OG. But,
Yeah, everybody likes the white one.
you know. It'll be interesting to see if we do get a retrace into here because there's a lot of like nice zones through here that we could potentially trade from. We'll see how things go happen if things come in here. If it dumps through here, don't know if I'm going to be doing much trading. If we just move down, like if we just move down, it's probably done. The day is probably finished. But I'll stick around and I'll probably still be trading. And like if things play out, I'll trade it. But like I'll just see. I mean, I'm probably gonna be on here all day today, from like now until like probably like 2 PST. So, no, I'll be on until 12 PST. I'll be on here. So for the next 5 hours or so, I'll just be sitting around. You guys can just talk shit with me. I'm in Vancouver. For now, though, I'm moving pretty soon. Like in the next year, I'll be gone. It's not even choppy. Yeah, no, it kind of is, yeah. No, you're kind of right. I'm just talking shit. It is pretty choppy. Like even on our good entry. This is why I don't trade the open, guys. Seriously, because it just doesn't. Like, sometimes it does, but the vast majority of the time it's just looking like a fucking... It's just like, no, you can't trade it with my strategy because you're going to break even too quickly. If you don't go to do the whole break even thing, because there's people who trade my strategy don't go to break even. Like, it's fine. Because you'll just be like, cool, I'll just like either win or lose. But like, if you do trade my strategy with break evens, you're just going to take break evens over and over again on the open. The market just doesn't really. I don't think the 15-minute is too choppy. Is it? It looks pretty decisive to me. Looks like we potentially move down. The problem is if we move up. Yeah, this is looking fucked him. We'll see though. I don't know. I look at choppiness a bit differently. Like, the problem is, yeah, this wick here is concerning. Because I'm like, this is I mean, technically, yeah, this is fucked. Like, I'll be real. I kind of can't trade this. It's not because it's part of my rules. I just don't like to trade when there's two order blocks opposing each other like this. Because you don't really know what's going to happen. There's really no way to know if it's going to bounce here, and where you're actually going to get the move from. And what I normally do is just take the least obvious one. So if anything, I'd be saying, hey, go long here. Because this one's like looks the most retarded. I always say, what looks the dumbest? What looks the most obvious? Not even most obvious, but what looks like the least likely to play out, and then just take that trade, and you'll probably make money. Because it just seems to always be what happens. Because when something looks too obvious or just too basic, it's pretty much always plays out. Because everyone's like, oh, we're analyzing and trying to do this crazy shit and then get cooked. But then sometimes the most obvious, most simple trade is the one that actually plays out. Ironically. But we'll see. I'm not saying go long here, but I'm just saying. I mean, you'd already be out of break even on this trade. Like, realistically, if I was trading this legit, like I am, but I'm saying, like, you'd be out of break even on this trade. You would be out of break even. You'd have just been taking break even all day. So, yeah, if we don't see a big retrace in here. As I said to you guys earlier, I had this marked up But if this does come down, I have no confident levels to trade from long. Like, if this comes down, it's going to be a quiet day. It's definitely choppy. It's definitely choppy. There's no conviction behind any of the moves. You're 100% correct. I think people will also complain about choppiness a little too much. It's like the problem is it's like you shouldn't expect your strategy to be perfect every day. And there's gonna be days with the market conditions. Like there's people who trade chop. There's people who literally like their strategy is built for choppy markets. And there's people who are trading like continuation plays or like very like like me where I'm looking to trade a move. But there's people who literally trade like your market your strategy is not supposed to be amazing on every day. And I think the expectation for it to be is a little bit ridiculous. I'm not saying you guys have the expectation.
Hit my first TP VWAP there on ES.
Oh yeah, brother! Congratulations. Should have had you streaming today.
Yeah.
I honestly, real talk, like I would have taken these shorts and got stopped out at break even. I was just fucking around with trying to get the fucking stupid this stage shit. Like, you guys can watch me trade the 15-second shot. How exciting. There'll be break even on this already with this OB. See? You guys see how this shit this is why people say fair value gap talking. I'm like, this is a fair value gap, but you can see the rejection. Definitely wasn't from that. Even though it wasn't like super decisive, you can see the level of resistance these provide, even on low time frames. Did you take that, Luba?
So my entry on MES, let me just go back to it.
25 to 25.30 second candle was fucking insane.
703, and then my stop was 706. So
Nice.
I do see it possibly going lower.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm just kind of like waiting it, letting it play out here. I'm not rushing into something right now.
I don't feel confident in this, but it was definitely an interesting position. So at least you can see, guys, like if you wait for the sweeps, like a lot of people, like I mean, I think everyone knows this, right? You just wait for the sweeps. So they're inside order blocks. They're gonna probably do decently. You know, that's proper break even there. What not? Oh fuck! Oh, God damn. Honestly, trying to move after you haven't gone to the gym for like 3 months and then going back to the gym and you're like horrendously sore is like the worst experience of my fucking life. Well, $10,000 on the in 2 weeks. Whenever I see this, I'm like, how much are these people risking? This Mr. Man guy, 10 grand on the week. It's crazy shit, man. I need to start sim farming, man. Everyone always tells me I should risk more. I'm just like, I don't know, man. Seems stupid. I suppose I need to just stop caring about my accounts. Yeah, this is a pretty bad day. I'm not gonna roll with you guys. I'm just gonna run this back tomorrow. I'll just do live trading with you guys again tomorrow because this is just like not a good day. This is kind of like hard to trade in this up and down, left and right. It's okay, but like every single trade is just being break even. It's just like this is like 40 minutes of PA, and we've moved pretty good. 100 points actually, not bad. But like it's still like not a lot's really happening. Yeah. What happened? Yeah. Yeah, because he like Foxen trades a momentum-based strategy, and this is what I was just saying. When there's no momentum in one direction, it's like your strategy doesn't work. Just like this time when my strategy doesn't work, or XYZ strategy doesn't work. Like it's just that you have to. This is why like I always preach risk management and like preach to you guys to not do what like I was saying about that Mr. Man shit where you're like fucking risking basically your entire account probably to like trade, because I'm not saying he's doing that, but like if you're risking a lot, this is the problem. So like there are gonna be days and there's no way to know. Like people are like, oh, it's choppy, but I'm like, you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen on the day. Like we didn't come in today being like, oh shit, the market's gonna be busted and like super slow. Like we didn't know that. So like if you don't know, that's why you manage your risk, because then you go, oh shit, like today's a bad day, I'm just gonna not trade, or I'm gonna take like a small loss or something. He's just trying to pass his account quickly, so that's different. But I'm saying like when you're on a funded account, like it's a bit different. Because all you want to do is like, does that make sense to you guys? Like all you want to do is survive on these accounts until your strategy is actually good.
Yep.
Because like you can't expect it. Like if your strategy was good in every single market condition, every single market cycle, and every single everything, you guys would be rich as fuck. And none of us are rich as fuck, including myself.
I would just like, especially today with this chop. I mean, really watch your size.
This is why I don't trade the open, because I want to see what the fucking market's gonna do. Like, I could be in bed right now. I could be Hongchu. This is me with my little candle, and my hat, and my big gown, being Hongchu. That could be right now, not dealing with this. Like this. Let's see if we can find it. Sleep. What's the sleep? Sleep costume. Okay. This is what I was. Yeah, like I have. What is the thing? The thing with the candle. Candle. Night gown. You guys know what I'm talking about? Okay. Well, that's just
Old English things.
That's not what I'm trying to find. Let's see what I can find. Honk chew. Honk chew. Like this dude. Like this could be me. Right now. In bed. Like what I just posted. Sorry. That's what I'm trying to look like right now. This is how I'm trying to be. But instead, I'm watching this fucking price action. Are you guys having fun?
Up and down.
You guys having fun watching this price action with me?
I'm loving it.
How close were you to finishing that 150k, Foxen? What did you take to lose? And how many contracts were you in? Give me a second.
You are Superman.
Huh?
You are Superman.
Yeah.
You open for me. The lift you stop. You are good man. I don't know why. Oh,
I got it.
thank you so much. You are so good man.
Man, I literally could go away. I literally went away and got the other Celsius I was telling you about and came back and the price action was in the exact same spot. That took me like 2 minutes. That's amazing. Good morning, bro. Well, you're in a cafe, bro. Are you a performative trader? Are you a performative trader? I do that all the time, bro. I just go and just open my personal account and hope someone looks at my account. And I'm like, whoa, this guy's fucking balling out of control right now. I'm kidding. I've never literally never done that. But that would be funny though. This is me at the cafe, performatively reading. Wow, interesting. With my little tote bag, bro. I don't do that. You guys do that. There's so many people who do that. I know people who sell. I remember, like, people would post about it. They'd be like, "I made $1,500," and my bros, I can literally see it's an evaluation. I can literally see, like, why do you sell a Discord? Like, I can literally see it's an evaluation. Like, why are you selling premium? Like, you didn't make anything. You half past your account, bro. People are fucked. Don't even get me started. I'll crash out. Wow, this is like so choppy. Like the fact that this to here is 15 minutes and we have literally moved. This is like, wow. I don't know. You guys can speak for yourself. This is quite fun to trade, huh? You guys having fun? Yeah, the Q&As, by the way, are all up on my YouTube. If you guys don't already follow me, I really appreciate it if you did. Okay, please ignore everything you're about to see on my YouTube because my algorithm's fucked and I watch a lot of nerdy shit. But yeah, I'll post it in the thing. But yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm going to be posting more long form, especially this weekend. I'm actually going to be making not a strategy guide, but I'm going to like be posting about the strategy on like a full, it's probably be like 30 minutes an hour of actually how to trade this because everyone asks for it, like how I draw order blocks, how I trade, like the exact entries, blah blah blah. And I'm also doing a like my journey, trading journey. Like if you guys have watched the 3-minute version that's on my page, that's like pinned, that just shows you how I got into trading and how I started. Like it's gonna be like way longer and have like a lot more cool shit in it. A lot more like interesting shit about my journey and the shit I've been to. And anyone who knows my journey knows my journey's been fucking crazy. So been lots of ups and downs. So that'll be cool. If you guys want to watch that, it'll probably be up this weekend. I'm gonna make it this weekend. Those 2 videos. But I also post like I'll post this. I post all of the Q&As so you guys can watch them. Some funny shit happened yesterday in our Q&A. That was like I told some people some pretty funny like story about me and my girl and how we met through trading, basically, essentially. And there's some funny shit in there. There's some good information, like really, really good. Like I go over, and if you guys attend those, it's on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, from 12 o'clock PST until whenever we finish. So generally about 2 hours. You guys can literally come in there and ask questions. Like you can literally ask me many questions as you want, and I'll answer those questions for you. So. For free, obviously, it's all part of the free Discord. So, yeah. Yeah, this is quite dumb. I'm not gonna lie to you though. This is like 15 minutes, and this is what the price action looks like. It's like okay. I would have just got smashed by break evens today, man. Like absolutely cooked. If I don't see this go up, bro, I'm gonna crash out. I'm kidding. I don't care. I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm just bored, trying to not be bored. It was pretty good. Not bad. 39-point move, 2-minute candles, pretty aggro. This is just so trouble. It's so bad. It's testing this 30-minute OB though as well.
I'm short here.
You're short? Nice. It's looking good.
Order filled.
Took profit into EMA there. Just highs.
Congrats, bro.
Hmm.
It didn't come deep enough. I wanted here. Sweep. A couple of order blocks in there. 30-minute I would have taken this. If we had come up deeper, if we had come up literally just here, and then a breakdown, I would have taken it. But I don't mind being patient. If it doesn't fit what I trade, I don't trade. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying I don't. Like, I know everyone trades different strategy and shit. I'm just saying I just like wait for my setup. But theoretically, this 30-minute OB is playing out right now. And 5-minute. You got a 5-minute, 30-minute you could have traded from. Potentially. This is just, I like just would not. Like, when this is happening, when you have a 2-minute entry into a 2-minute entry, I'm good. Like, I don't care what happens. I would just rather not trade this because this is fucked. There is no way to trade this effectively because, as I said to you guys earlier, when the market looks like this and there's just 2 levels, I have no idea what's going to happen. And I'm just like acutely aware of the fact that I have no idea what's going to happen. I would rather not put on size than put on size. Because I'm like, I just don't have any idea. Like, this could just rip up from this 2 minute. Even here, I mean, realistically, this 2 minute entry is like pretty much break even. Like, that's break even. So like literally every position today with the strategy would have just gone break even. So congratulations, feeling good, feeling fresh. You just unsubscribed from me, bro. I'm gonna fucking crash out. Wow, still 886. You guys are fucking not. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually care. I'm just fucking with you. My content's not even good. Like, my content's just this shit now. Right now, I need to start making long form. I really need to do a strategy guide.
Why? What do you mean?
How's everyone going? I know not everyone's trading my strategy, but this is quite boring. Is everyone else, like, how's everyone else doing? Because my strategy is not very good today. I'm probably going to run this back tomorrow if you guys are keen. Just, like, type 1 or some shit in the chat if you guys want to come back tomorrow and just do this. Because this is not very fun to watch. Nothing's really happening. I don't know why you would reset it and then come back to trade this shit. Because this is busted. Like, there's OB here. See, this is why, yeah, just the fucking open sucks sometimes. The open is very rarely like this, though. Why'd you go break even? Are you full porting, bro? Oh yeah. So many people in the accountability bootcamp who are passing accounts this week. There's like 3 today. My buddy back from New Zealand, Nate, passed his account. Another person passed his account. Like 3 people last night. Sheesh. It's pretty good. We're doing pretty well in there. I definitely think that if you guys are struggling, if you guys want to do the accountability bootcamp, you guys can start whenever you want. Like, you just go to the accountability bootcamp channel, go to the pinned post. It has the information on how you set your goals and your trading plan, and then you can just start whenever you want. And it definitely helps. Like, I've seen a lot of people, honestly, like, a lot of people have fucked out because they're, like, not locked in. But, like, a lot of people have been logged in on that. Like, I've seen at least 5 people get funded since January 1st. It's only, the midway. And I haven't told, there's anyone who actually sticks to it and gets funded, I'm giving, like, prizes to. Like, actual relevant prizes. So, I just didn't talk about it because I want people to stay fucking locked in because they want to be locked in, not because they want me to give them shit. No, that's perfectly reasonable. Risking 1k on a 150k is what I would do. That's what you should do. It's 25% of the drawdown. And evaluation doesn't matter. Evaluations don't matter. No, I said it's fine. I said you're doing good. And that's why it's like the Charles Leg lyric or whatever. I was just like him saying, like, it's like, I don't know, I presume that emoji was like, that's a lot. It's not. It's perfectly reasonable. I think a lot of you guys get, like, hung up on the combines. Don't. Yeah, like I also do. I also think it's low. But like, I'll be real with you. Like, I'm so you've seen I'm so very aggressive on my combines. I just want to get them now. Yeah, you guys know we're almost at 1,000 members on the Discord. How cool is that? Dude, I'm gonna be real with you. There's times where I've literally risked the entire account. Not recently, but back in the day. Who cares? Especially if it's a 50k. It's $50, bro. It's $50. Just get that shit passed. Get it done. This is actually cooked. Like, this is actually so bad. This has been 30 minutes of just barcode pricing. Like, especially, like, this is reasonable. Like, I know you guys are talking shit, but this is actually reasonable price action. This is not. This is, like, for my strategy, fine. Like, it's not ideal, but it's fine. This is actually cooked. Like, this period of the market right here. Like, what do you do? If you work it out, so if you work out the price of no activation versus activation, basically if you have a 25% hit rate, so let's say you buy 4 accounts and you pass 1, it's the same price to buy no activation as it is to buy activation. If your win rate and your pass rate is above 25%, it's better to do the activation. To do the no activation. If it's lower than 25%, you can just run math. When in doubt, guys, and this isn't me being like, hey, just chat GPT the math. Like, go and work out the formula for, like, what does my win rate need to be, plug in all the numbers, and then get ChatGPT to run the numbers. Like, don't ask. You can ask questions, and I'll answer you because I can figure it out myself and just give you the answer. But, like, a lot of the time you can figure out, like, the math behind stuff, right? Like, and then figure out, like, what's the best play mathematical. You shouldn't be going off vibes. You should be going off math. With every business you go into, whether it be trading, everything, go off math. Yeah, like, off math, if you have more than 25% hit rate with your accounts, then no activations is the best. With 150Ks, I think the math's a bit different because the accounts are more expensive. But with the 50Ks, that is the math. I feel like all you did, guys, was to tune in, is to watch barcode price action and watch me drink Celsius. Alright, this is looking interesting. Let's lock it. Alright. If we get a strong 2-minute close, I'm going to take this. We're so range bound. This is so cooked.
At least it moves somewhere.
Yeah, let's swept all this liquidity out here. I just want to see a nice close. I'm not going to take a 30-second close, but I need a decisive close.
bearish.
I need a decisive close. I'm not even that bearish right now. Honestly, I have no fucking idea. I'm going to be real with you guys. I have no idea. This will all be uploaded. You guys can watch me drink Celsius for an hour. It's really good content. It's like amazing. Like the best content you've ever watched. It's me vaping and talking shit for an hour. You know it's bad when you have to zoom in this much. Be like, is this an engulfing handle, guys? Should I take this short?
Yep.
It technically was. You'd be at break even. You'd be like, break even. See, look at that though. I mean, that would have been a banger. We joke, but that's pretty much what I look for. I mean, that technically would have been an entry, but I was fucking around. I just catch that though. It's fine. That level though. 15-minute OBs play out. Every time. I think if I take this, I'm going to get clapped. But that's okay. I don't mind if I get clapped. I'm not taking this. Even if this closes engulfing, I'm not taking this. This is a valid entry, sure, I suppose, but this wick is just does not interest me. But we do have our entry model. 30-minute, 15-minute, 5-minute water blocks, swept all this internal liquidity all through here. Got a 2-minute rejection. You could theoretically take this if you wanted to. I just don't really want to sell this wick. Let's play it out. Let's see what would have happened. When I see these big wicks, it's just like shows me that the market's not decisive enough. Even if this falls over, it's just not decisive. You'll be going break even here, the lows. So if this was sweeps, so this sweeps this low here, like the internal liquidity or whatever, the lower wick, it's gonna break even immediately. But I personally wouldn't take this. But this is technically a valid entry. Like if we're looking at like, hey, what is the strategy play? I'll run through it. All right, so you got the 15-minute water block here, tap it. Got the 30-minute water block here. You've got all of this internal liquidity swept. Very nice. So if this comes down to here, slow, here, you're at break even immediately. So if we're looking at the strategy, this is perfectly valid. I just didn't like that wick. Just didn't give me a lot of confidence that it's actually going to move down. Case in point. But you don't know. Like it could just continue down. It's fine. You don't know. You know, and this is what I say to you guys, right? Like the potential of this move is fucking big. Like, because this could just be like a retest to go like a whole lot lower, because of the over what I was saying to you guys yesterday with this. This could fall over, but like also this could just hold and go longer. So it's just like, that's why you just have to put on some more risk, see what happens. Wait for the confirmation, right? You know, so you'd be break even right now. You're break even. Because if this doesn't flush here, the reason you go break even, if this doesn't flush, you don't really want to be in this position. You know? You don't really want to be in this. If this just takes this level out and then moves up against us, we don't really want to be in this position. But that is the strategy. I mean, also, like, I'll be real, I'm a little camera shy. Just like, it's a lot of people and I'm scared to put on risk. I'll just be fucking real with you guys. I don't mind being honest about it. Like, but I don't mind talking about the trades that I would potentially take. This is a good position. It's not amazing. It's not. This wick is concerning. If this was like a little bit lower and just showed me like an actual, like it felt, not felt, but like it just looked like that, you know, if I saw that in a snapshot just there, I'd be like, that looks very not great. But, you know, this is still a good position. You know, and it's more so that it fits the rules of the strategy, right? Like it fits what I always tell you guys with the strategy, right? Where it's like you can see this shit playing out in real time, right? You've got the reversal, you've got the retest into all of the order blocks with the liquidity sweep, and you got the 2-minute breakdown. Boom, take the fucking position. And, you know, case in fucking point. I mean, it's up 2R right now. I personally wouldn't have taken it even if I wasn't on stream, to be honest. I don't know. But my point I'm making is, I think it's more an illustration of the order block shit plays out. Like it's like this order block stuff does work, and I mean I hope you guys can see this. I mean this is pretty much like you would have had this entry that was technically not very good, but if you just wait for that's what I always say to people is like, wait for the market to show you what it wants to do. A lot of you guys are like, oh, I'm waiting for a 1 minute fair value gap. It's like, yeah, cool, dude. Or you can just wait for actual structure to form on higher time frames, and then like let the market kind of play out. You know, I don't know where the fuck this is gonna go, but you know. But like this is textbook. If you trade like this, you'll make money. Like this setup where you're waiting for the 15, 30 minute OBs. You guys can see this. Right? Boom. Boom. Wait for liquidity to get taken out through all these highs. When it starts to build liquidity, wait for them all to get swept out. Show a proper rejection and get in. Yeah, that's really it. But that is the setup. If anyone's wondering how to trade the strategy, or how do I trade the strategy, I don't get this. That is basically it, essentially. It's like whatever. What do you call it? Break and reset. This is basically like break and reset supply and demand, essentially. I don't even know what the fuck you call this, but like in terms of what like normal people trade with this strategy, but like you can see, like if something's gonna reverse, this is how it's gonna generally reverse. I know. I mean, this is 4R. No, I wish I had taken this. Jesus Christ, it would have been a fun stream, but still, it's fine. I'm not going to tilt out. It's the end of the world. Fine. Nice. Yo, bro. What's up? So like on this trade, now I've swept these, I would be very much looking for a couple of things. My stop loss would be I would be tightening this up a lot. Because you're at 4R, right? So if I'm at 4R, there's not a lot of structure to go off right now. So you just be kind of being patient. You just want to chill, see what happens. The chances of bouncing here are fairly high, at least a little bit. You know, at least you're going to get like a little bit of a move. So you want to stay kind of patient and wait for structure to form, right? If we're looking at it from my strategy where you're looking to scale into these winners, you want to be careful, because it will, like, just like this happened here, right? So we see here all this liquidity got swept into the OB. We're basically having that happening, but in a bullish sense, but we're in shorts because all of this liquidity has been taken out. A whole lot of buyers getting cooked. So now buyers may actually step in to take the price higher. So you want to go, okay, well, I'm probably going to stop my shit out at 1R. So like at least I win and give myself the chance for the chance to continue it. Like if it wants to continue low, it can continue low, but we want to lock in some profit here. You never want to be in the position where you're like making these really good trades into like losers, but you still want to give them chances to breathe. It's a really, really good trade. Very nice. Textbook the setup. Like, I'm really happy that happened, even though I didn't take it, because now you guys can see in real time how this works. Because that is the setup. No one can be like, that isn't the setup. That is literally how the strategy works. Like, the liquidity getting taken out into a whole lot of order blocks, boom, 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 2 minute breakdown. The only thing that was like a little bit dodgy, as I said, was that wick was kind of aggressive. But still, like, you could have taken this. I honestly potentially would have taken this. But like, I'm having a bit of stage fright, to be honest. Like, I'm scared to put on risk in front of you guys. I'm scared. But like, it's more so like this is good in terms of me going over like the thought process. Like I was saying to you guys, I wanted to see that liquidity get swept like earlier in the call, and like I was showing you guys these OBs in real time and like the way I was kind of thinking about everything. So it should give you a good illustration of like how to trade the strategy. And you can see like this is up for 4R, 4.5 hour right now. And you would just be trailing. You would just be seeing what was happening. You know, probably.
Yeah, appreciate it, by the way. It's very helpful to see it live.
Well, I want to help you guys get good. Like, I want to help you guys understand the strategy. So I'm probably going to start running these live trading things probably weekly now. I mean, you guys seem like you really like them. And I also like connecting with you guys. See, this is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure you're good. Like, just quickly. Like making sure you're trading. You want to let the market fall over if it wants to, but you also don't want to get cooked. Like, you don't want it to be like what I said to you, right? Like I just said that before, where it's like there's so much liquidity through here getting taken out that I would just be very like worried, especially considering this is the trend. It's okay if you just take 1R. Like, that's fine. Like, it's a-okay if you're just like, cool, it's a little winner for the day. It was a big winner. That's fine. But you want to let the market breathe. A lot of people, like I have this Foxen, like he's in here, he trades the strategy. Like people suffocate the position. They'll suffocate it so hard that they're like, oh, I got fucking trail. And it's like, just fucking relax. Just fucking relax. Like, have the thesis in your idea and just relax. The worst case is it comes back to 1R. The worst case is that you get stopped out at break even. That's the absolute worst case. You guys can see the potential in terms of upside here, where you don't want to be constricting these positions and suffocating them to the point where you're like you're not giving yourself the opportunity to actually catch a bigger winner, right? Because a 1R win is fine. A better is like a fucking 30, right? Like, but like you don't want to suffocate the position. Like, if I really was like, okay, guys, like I really want to be like making sure I like really lock in profits, you could go, okay, cool, like that's my stop loss. Like, okay, cool. Like, if I really don't want to get cooked, like if it comes through here, I believe it's going to move up higher. So you go, okay, cool. Like, that's still right there, like a 3R win. You have a locked in 3R, and then we just trade structure from here down. Like, if you really don't want to hold it, like, if you don't believe that we're short bias, for example, because like here there is a lot of liquidity. There is a lot of like it is a. What I said earlier at the very beginning of the call, right? This 30-minute order block is like it could bounce, you know, because you've got to take in consideration everything. When you're in shorts, don't get blinded by the fact you're in a position that's working. Still be cognizant of what's going on. Understand the context of what's happening on the chart and the area you're in. Protect yourself when it makes sense, right? doesn't mean suffocating the position ridiculously. It just means going, hey, if this bounce is meaningfully here, I potentially don't want to give back 3R. Like I can lock in, like for example, if it was me, $4,500 on the day, boom. Or but like if that happens, that happens. Or I can just the market can keep falling over. We're at 5R now. You know, like you just need to manage them in a way that makes sense, like that actually makes sense. What was my confluence? Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
At least that Wolfic guy caught the shorts. What I'm saying, right? Through here, you guys. What was my confluence? My confluence is my strategy, bro. 30-minute OB breakdown, so 30-minute breakdown, 15-minute breakdown. All of this liquidity through here taken out. 2-minute order block reject, 2-minute engulfing rejections. Pretty much text. This is like the most textbook my strategy that you can pretty much get. That is like a reversal pattern of my strategy. This is as textbook as you can get. Like you can talk to Foxen, who's been like extensively learning my strategy, and like this is textbook. Like the most textbook reversal like pattern you can take. Textbook. Like there's no more textbook you can get than this. Pretty much. There's nothing else. All I could have seen that potentially could have made this better if this wick was lower and we got like a really strong push and wicked and swept that wick and traded into this OB here. Like that's it. That's like the only thing, but I would still take this. The only thing that was bad about this position was the 2-minute was a bit loose. Like it was a little like wicky, but I would still probably take that. As I said, I'm a little bit spooked. Live traded. This is the first time I've live traded in front of this many people. I've done it like one-on-one and shit, but this is like a lot. You guys can hear me, right? Everyone can hear me?
Sir, yes, sir.
I mean, you'd be if we're just trailing, right? Like, if we just go like we're taking out trailing, and this is like another thing we can talk about here. Like when you're looking for like continuations to scale into, this is a little bit advanced, but like these kind of, you can see like the OB stuff works on every time frame. So like this is a 30-second OB. You could theoretically be like, okay, well, you know, add a whole lot of contracts through here. I would be up. Like, you could be like, okay, well, if it breaks through here, I make 3R, but like you could make it so that you make 1R, but scale in a whole lot of contracts through here. If it continues, you make like it's doing right now, like literally in real time, can't make this shit up. If this OB fails, I don't really want to be in this position. And if I scale in like a whole lot of contracts, I could give it so that like, for example, here is like a plus 1R win. But if it moves down, I make like 10, 20R. Like if this just continues down through this level and like this doesn't get swept, you can do stuff like that. And you see all my recaps and I do that quite a lot, right? Because if this just continues down and falls over through this OB, like, and you've scaled in a whole lot of contracts, and then the worst case is you fail, you make 1R on this trade, but if it continues, which is like we're in a trend, right? Then you get it. Like here, you'd be out at 1R pretty much, you know? But like this is the whole thing about protecting yourself, because if this fails realistically, this could just push up like very aggressively. That's what I was saying to you earlier, right? Like you want to protect yourself, like when you're in these levels. Like we mark this out pre-market. Whereas like in these levels where we could get a potential bounce, we don't want to be stuck. We don't want to be stuck where it goes like this. And then you just get stopped out and lose everything. You don't want to do that because that will piss you off. You want to at least bank something. The trailing is supposed to allow the market to run as hard as it wants, but also protect yourself from if the market reverses against you. The trailing is not like I'm not shooting for what I posted a couple. See, like my point, like I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up. If these fail, you're gonna get cooked. If these fail, you are going to get fried. I hope this showed like this is great.
Holy spike! Wow.
Yeah, because the market works off fucking what I'm talking about. Like I don't believe it's fair value gaps. People can argue all you want, but I see this shit happen all the fucking time. Where when these fail, you get cooked. Like if these fail and your trend is failing, you get cooked. The volatility through here, there's so many orders that will pop through here when these fail. Like I'm not just saying things. I think a lot of people think I just say things on the internet, but like this is just market experience. I've been like watching this shit happen for like 3 years straight. That's why when people are like, oh, fair value gaps. I'm like, I don't believe fair value gaps. I think there's like obviously everything works in some capacity, but I've just seen the way the market reacts when these kind of order blocks, these like levels like right there, right? You could see that, right? Like in real time. Like you can't really make that up. Like I said to you guys, I was like, if this fails, it'll fucking run. So I was like, if we don't want to be in this trade, if this fails, because it's just going to come up and just take us out of a whole lot of profit. So if we just lock in 3R there, cool. We would be, instead of being up 3R and you'd be like, oh, I'm going to trail, you know, you'd be up like, you'd be sitting like,
Yeah,
oh,
we're seeing it live right now.
Yeah. You're seeing it live in real time. Like the thought process. You're seeing the thought process. Yeah. Because if this fails, we are a confirmed bullish, like this will fucking run. Like it will run. Because we're in an upward trend. That's what I said to you guys earlier. We're in an upward trend. The trend is bullish. So if we know the trend's bullish, why would we want to be in this trade if that fails? We would want to get out of the trade and lock in profits. Lock the profits in. 3R win on the day. Feeling good, feeling nice. Fucking who cares what happens after that? Doesn't matter. And it's like, because when those pop, the volatility and it becomes very aggressive in the other direction, because it's basically confirming that bullish trend you are in is wrong. Well, not wrong, but is like incorrect. Is like is not going to hold. So then buyers will step in aggressively. It's just like, this has been a very good call, even though I didn't.
You know, this is a great call. I'm seeing everything you're saying.
Yeah, it's happening in real time.
Basically,
bro.
It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's actually kind of wild. Actually,
yeah, because like I think the problem is that like I think a lot of people who do mentor like talk about trading like. I have been staring at charts for 12 hours a day for 3 years. That isn't even bullshit. Like it's just straight. I just started making the content like 6 months ago. Like I just know. It's not like I know everything, but I'm like just in terms of the way the strategy works. Like I know what happens when certain things happen. Like it's just like it's like what I was saying, right? It makes sense, right? Like if this doesn't hold, like if we just look at it like in common sense, if we're in a downward trend, right? But the overall market trend is up, we can give the trade time to breathe. That's great, amazing. But like the moment those things fail and the overall trend takes control, you do not want to be in it. That's what I said to you. Like, look at this. You can see it. Like, we're going to get stopped out at the original break even where you could have locked in 3R and just been out of the complete trade. You know, obviously this could come down, but my point that I'm making is that in general, like you don't really want to go from 3R to be holding this all the way to basically break even for it to potentially move. You want to protect yourself and actually make sure you're locking in profits. Because when these fail, if the overall trend takes control, you are going to get absolutely murdered and you're going to give back a whole lot of profit. You don't mind giving it back here, right? You don't mind giving back 2R. 2R is fine. Be like, market, take my 2R. Great. I'll give the market time to continue in the direction that I want it to trade in. That's fine. Like I'll give the market, space. But if it does fail, you do not want to be in the trade anymore. It's like what I was saying here, right? When I said to you guys, right? Where I was like, and again, it's like everything I've talked about today has been pretty real. Like I said, if it doesn't flush through here, we don't want to be in the trade. So we want to get stopped out at break even here. If this fails at 1R or this a lot, we want to get stopped. It's like here. If this fails, we don't want to be, because it's going to go all the way back out to break even. We can lock in profits there. Here, let me see. Let me look at your thing. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not very good with this stuff. I'm trying to figure this out. Sam, try and speak in the Wins channel now. What a great trade, though. That's a really nice trade management. I think that from all the way from like actually like coming up with that idea in terms of the OBs all the way down to the execution and then the trail. That was pretty much exactly how I trade. Just like that is my trading strategy. If you guys want and have any concerns about how to trade the strategy, that's basically it. And that could have fallen all the way through. Like you can see, like there's days where it just fucking dumps off, right? Those are the days where you make crazy money. I didn't take anything, but I explained this, Colton. I explained this, like we were talking about this in real time, and I was managing it. It was actually pretty fucking cool to see what I was talking about play out in real time. Where I was talking about this OB here on the 32nd, right here. I said, hey, if this fails, we're just gonna rip upside, and case in fucking point. So I didn't take anything, but I was like kind of talking about this where I was like, potentially I could take it, but I didn't end up taking it. I also had stage fright, I'm not gonna lie. If this was by myself, I probably would have taken it. I'm just scared. Too many people in here. I'm getting scared. I'm a pussy. But this was a good trade. Like even just like walking you guys through that should have given you a lot of value in terms of if you're trying to learn to trade the strategy. That should have given you quite a lot of value on how to manage and identify trades, which is basically, I'll run it through it again. We saw this 30-minute change, like this 30-minute OB form, right? Even down to where we got reversed on is just fucking insane in terms of like what I had this marked out pre-open. But we had the 15-minute, 30-minute, on the 2-minute. We had this liquidity taken out through here, through here, through here, through here. 2-minute rejection into boom, stop loss to break even at these lows just here. At these internal lows, boom, fell through, trailed through this 30-minute OB to make sure we don't get fucked. On the 32nd, we were looking at this order block to hold. If it didn't hold, we had our stop loss like here. Because I was like, if this doesn't hold, we don't want to be in this trade. We just want to get out. Because the overall trend will continue and we'll get absolutely fried. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll go through it again. Let's go over and over again for you. 30-minute order block. That's what a 30-minute order block looks like, right? Big expansion to the downside. Great. 15-minute order block. Big expansion. Same thing. The liquidity through here, all taken out, and then a 2-minute rejection. The only thing that was bad about the strategy was potentially, if this was stronger, I would have taken it. The only thing that was concerning was this wick. But like this is still the same shit. Like you could have taken, like you probably should have taken. But if you look at basically any position that we just look at any position we would have taken today, for example here, well, that's a break even. Okay, here, that's a win. This is the same thing. Like if you went and we're like, okay, well we've got a 30-minute order block, right? You could have taken the longs from here, from all of this liquidity getting taken out. Nice 2-minute rejection, you would have almost got stopped out, but now you'd be running in profit. So that you can run either direction. You don't have to have like a strict bias of this is exactly how I trade. You don't want to be like super married to the fact that it's going short or long. Like I actually think this long is probably better than the short in terms of what the fuck's actually happening, because if you look at the overall trend, it's looking fairly bullish today, right?
I'm looking for a hold, basically buy that opening candle, and then see if we can get to an extension continuation higher, or do we trade back lower into the low of the range? Let's see.
I don't really view things as like ranges and stuff. I just literally look at order block. Okay, let me make this clear, and I think a lot of you. The only way that I look at the market is through what I just explained to you. Everything else I ignore. Everything else, I don't even look at like Asia lows. I don't look at anything but order blocks. Like that's it. You guys are, if you guys have a strategy, this doesn't mean mine, just in general. Trade that strategy. You guys are adding 400 confluences to strategies that you're trading, and then making this very complicated. Like I think you can make it really complicated, or you can just go, I'm going to trade this exact strategy that I trade, and then everything else is noise. I don't care. Like that's how I do it. I just go, cool, people can trade Asia lows, highs, boom, 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 like all this stuff, like ranges. I'm like, I just look at the order blocks. I look at like the order flow of what I believe is going to happen in terms of like bias, and then I just trade that. That is just realistically what I do. So I don't really look at that kind of stuff, and I can talk on it, but it's just like it's not really. I have my strategy, and I stick to that one strategy. But you can see this, right? Like, I mean, this is loose, but I mean, even there, man. It's a non-golfing. You could have taken it, you'd be out of break even really quickly. Worst case is you just fucking falls over. I wouldn't have taken this, obviously, but my point is that, like, generally when you see some sort of momentum in a direction, which is basically all that is just momentum, it's generally going to fall over at least 1 hour, and you just give yourself a lot of upside exposure where, you know, this is not off anything, though, unfortunately. I'm not taking, if this comes up to here, I'm like, this is done. If this isn't going to hold, I'm done. Like, you can trade it, but just like if it comes all the way through here and sweeps in it again and then pushes, then sure. But, yeah. Does anyone have any questions, just in general, about like what happened, like in that trade and like the overall everything that transpired? Does anyone have any questions, any concerns, anything they want to ask? Just anything, just like shoot. You just so you guys know, like, and this is just open-ended. You guys can always ask questions. Be annoying, annoy the shit out of me. Ask as many questions as you want, because I'd rather you guys ask questions and have clarity than not ask questions and be like in the dark, you know? Be annoying as possible. Oh. Oh man, my body's so sore, guys. This is I'm in the trenches. Do I have rules which OBs throughout? I mean, generally speaking, guys, you can kind of tell which. You kind of can't tell, but like, you want to construct a narrative, right? You want to be like, okay, well, for example, my narrative today. Well, we're trading inside of a 4-hour order block. So, like, this is quite bearish. So, like, this 15-30 minute is inherently bearish because we're in this. This is broken new lows. Even though this high is down here, this has broken through here. So you're like, okay, well, if it comes out here. Because, like, theoretically, right, guys, like, this could have gone, and it still could. You know, this is still valid in terms of, like, you could have, you know, even here, where, like, you could have taken this short, theoretically. I mean, the point I'm saying is, like, this could still hold short. Like, this could just dump all the way through here, like, on the day. Like, you just don't know you don't know when you enter here, it's about having an idea of where you believe the market's going to move to on the day, right? So if you believe the market's going to push down, this is like, okay, well, this is probably the best way to figure out if that's going to happen, is these, like, big, expansive moves and then retest. Because if you see that, like, it's about creating narrative, is basically, that's the way that I do it. So, for example, like, I probably wouldn't have longed here because I don't believe the market's going to move up all day. So, like, this order block is not relevant, even if it does provide resistance and a push. To me, that doesn't mean that that narrative is correct. It means that I'm okay if I'm wrong. So like I go into it and be like, if I'm wrong on and that happened to me last, like this week, where I've been wrong all week, but I was right on the overall narrative. Right? Like I was over on. I've been telling people to go short all through here, and I was trying to go short all through here. Unfortunately, day trading is hard, and you can be right on the bias but not catch the move, which is what I was discussing earlier on the call with the swing trading. Where if you were swing trading this, you would be up like 15R in 2 days, 3 days. It's like the easiest market in the world to trade. And that's why day trading for me is a little bit annoying, and why I'm heavily considering moving away from it, like in a serious way. Like in like I'm a professional day trader right now, whereas like I could just become a professional swing trader and make far more money with less noise, less stress, less everything. Like look at this, right? Like realistically, look at this. I'll go over it again. This is basically what you just saw happen, except on high time frames. Daily order block, 1 hourly retest, 1 trade break even, 1 trade call, like break even at 1 hour, let's say. Right? Okay, this is in hindsight. Well, it is technically, but I mean, this is basically what I've been talking about last week. If you go through any of my daily recaps, okay. Like if we have this sweep push down here, probably tightening our stop loss up to here, and then trailing through here. Like that's 8.5 hour with no scale-ins into the other daily order block that I also had marked up and showed you guys yesterday in the recap. I talked about this in the recap. If you guys go watch it. About my daily recap, saying, hey, I wanted it to trade into here. Well, I think it was yesterday or the day before, whatever it was. I've talked about this level being relevant. You guys can go see that. Okay, cool, great. We just made 8.5 hour with no scale-ins. If we go to the 15-minute, great scale-in opportunities on the 15-minute to get in even more. All through here. The moment we hit this level, okay, great. See this hourly rejection? Sweeping through all this liquidity into an hourly order block. Cool. Our high time frame bias is off this level, is bullish. Cool. The worst case is we lose 1 hour here. Cool. Now you're trailing all through here. This has the potential, unironically, to go to all-time highs. You hold this trade, trail it aggressively over the next couple weeks. 30, 40 hour trade potential. Like, the swing trading is just easier. Also, it takes a lot of stress off me. I don't have to sit here autistically like on this fucking shit, like this barcode ass price action, when I can just sit and buy a fuckload of Forex prop firm accounts and link up my personal capital and probably making 100k a month. And not have to deal with any of this bullshit of like, you know, what we watched today transpire. Me getting up at 6:30 in the morning to drink a Celsius and fucking vape while I watch price action just do nothing for like an hour. Instead, I can just not do any of that and just have alerts. And that's why I say I think a lot of people I think day trading is extremely overrated as someone who makes pretty good. I'll give you context. I made 50k basically in the since November. When did I rescale? When did I post it? November 28th is when I got my accounts back. Whenever I get my next day, I can take a payout. I made basically 25k in payouts from TopStep, and I've made about 35k on my personal account day trading, and I'm still like, I don't want to day trade because this is way easier and way less fucking like you don't like. It's just straight up easier. It's just straight up easier, and it's way more. You know, like I could go out to dinner and shit and be fucking managing this trade. I could be living my life, running other businesses, doing other shit while this is happening, and I don't have to fucking be like, oh my god, the barcode price action, what's happening? You know, like, I'm just being real. I genuinely, like, this is like real free source. If you guys want to become profitable by the end of the year, go and fucking swing trade. And like, I'll show you from my thing. Why am I searching up my stalking my girlfriend, my wife? Fucking cooker. Like if we look at me, this is me at the beginning of the year in 2023. So this is my first year of trading, and I cracked $1.3 million in the first year of of trading, like literally ever, in 2023. At the beginning, I started trading and learning, and by the end of the year, I had all this plus 3 more accounts.
Yeah.
And that's trading what I just showed you. Yeah. I also use the
Hamish.
4 hourly. So this is me not trying to be, I'm not selling you anything. I'm literally just telling you what I did. And that's this.
Yeah, Hamish.
So
Are there like prop firms or funded accounts that let you swing trade, or is that not
yeah,
possible?
bro.
That's only
Yeah, you can get way more capital as well. You guys think the fucking Apex is good? I'll see if I can find it. I have to just... there's a lot of sensitive stuff on my Google Docs, so I'm just going to stop the stream until I've got to the thing that I can show you. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Like 2 seconds. I just don't want to show you like this Google Docs on my Google Docs. I don't want you guys to see. So, okay. So this is my plan. This is how autistic I was. This is the plan that I had for being like presuming, I think it was like 6R a month, 0.5%, 3%. All I wanted to make was 3%, which is pretty crazy, but 0.5% is 6R. That's not unreasonable to make. You guys have seen my strategy, even what I just showed you. 6R is not unreasonable. This is how it's deploying. You can get like, I have 800K like with Nova, like 500K with TFT. I was wanting to like scale out a whole lot more, get a whole lot more accounts. And you can see this is like month by month. This was the whole month of 20. You can see here. This is well before I made content. This is like 3 years ago, guys. This is me not, this is like showing you guys my plan I had from here. This is what I made at the end of 2020. You can see 2024 scaling plan forecast. This is me showing I was going to be rolling these profits from these prop firms into a whole lot. My plan by the end of the year was to unironically have like $10 million in prop firm capital. If you risk 0.5%, you're risking literally $500,000. You make 5R, and you're probably not going to get paid out by a lot of these firms because they're going to be like, if you actually pull this shit off, you're making fucking like 300, 400,000 a month. But you will get paid up in some capacity from these guys. I'm like,
why did you go through with this? What did you?
Why didn't I go through this? Because a lot of so what happened straight after this is me and my wife moved to Thailand, and then all of these prop firms went bankrupt. And that's the problem. Okay. And like, back 3 years ago, there was a lot of degenerate shit going on in the CFD prop firm space, the Forex prop firm space, where a lot of them were just unregulated cookers. And yeah, you could get a lot of capital. And I got paid out $24,000 from these guys. When they went bankrupt, they owed me about 28K. But my plan, like, you just, like, now it's a lot better. Like, if you guys want some cool source on the best way to find the best prop firms, this is another one. Prop Firm Match, really, really good website. Shows you pretty much every single prop firm in existence. It shows you reviews. Shows you can get good discount stuff that I don't have an affiliate card. This is just what I use. It shows you all of the different accounts you can get. This is some more source. If you guys don't use this, you guys probably should. It shows you a lot of good information about it. But anyway, so like you can see here, I mean, like, look, you can get like a 100K here. You can get like all these prop firms, like a legitimate, they will pay out. You can see they've got good ratings and shit. And like, let's say that you did what I just showed you, but you only had like 2 million in funded capital, which is a lot still, obviously. But you risk 0.5% of that. You're risking 100 grand across a whole lot of accounts, right? You don't have to start off being that autistic. You can start off with like 1 or 2 accounts. If you risk 0.5% on, I mean, let's just look at what I just showed you here. 0.5% on this is probably like literally $10,000 to $20,000 just from this couple of days from what I just showed you. And this is like you can see that there's no. Like, let's be real, guys. There's no way I'm making this shit up. Like it's not like this is exactly what I was doing because like you can see this is fucking 2024. This is literally the plan that I had, and I'm heavily considering moving back to this. Like heavily considering it. 'Cause it is just like, dude, this shit
Plan
is just,
to do this?
huh?
Do you plan to go back to that?
Yeah,
like,
because
down the line?
realistically, I also have like $250,000 personal capital as well, right now from trading this. So if I just link that up, get all of these accounts, just start to autistically scale, I could be making, especially like to be honest with you, guys have got to take into consideration. I was doing this 3 years ago. I'm a way better trader now. I didn't even used to scale into my winners. If I scaled into on Forex and was fucking sending it, I would be making a lot more money, I think, than I am right now, with a lot less stress. That's the key one. I don't have to sit there on the 2-minute chart. Oh, is it gonna sweep the liquidity? It's like I just can fucking chill and just be on the hourly chart, being like cool, like all through here. If I missed this trade, I just wouldn't even be trading. Wouldn't even be worried. Because you guys can see this isn't even 9 type, right? Like these order blocks, these daily ones, they don't really fail. Like on every chart.
Yeah.
Like you go look at every chart, pretty much the daily. You can even use the weekly as a confluence if you really want to take less trades. Even here, I mean, look, like if this was so wrong, why is this order block playing out, bro? Why is this weekly holding so aggressively short? Like why? Like that's like, you know. I personally think that a lot of you guys could really benefit from moving over to less so from futures. If you're really, really wanting to day trade, then do it, I suppose. But it's way more scalable as well. Like, this shit's crazy. Like, this will actually get you... You know how you guys go, like, a lot of people in here, I presume, are very much... are very like wanting the lifestyle. You guys want the trader lifestyle, right? This has much higher chance of you getting that. Much higher chance in futures. Because it's just less noise. It's better lifestyle, less noise, everything. It's all upside. Also, you guys can't full port, really. You guys kind of can't do dumb shit. And, like, that's the number one thing I've found with a lot of you guys and people is, like, they just do dumb shit on futures. Even me. Like, I'll give you guys context. I traded for 1.5 years and never blew my accounts. Ever. But I blow my accounts a lot because with futures, it's so much easier to just be like, heard full port. Like, chuck on 5 minis, chuck on 3 minis, chuck on 2 minis. It's so easy to do. With Forex, it's a lot more difficult. If you use an expert advisor that can manage your risk and everything, you can't really do that. So you actually can trade consistently. I would advise you, if you want my advice, I would move over to that model. Doesn't have to be my strategy. I just think the higher time frames will give a lot of people a lot higher percentage chance of actually succeeding. Also, most of you guys aren't in the position like me. Let's put it like this. I day trade and don't do anything all day apart from day trading, make content. Right? So it's all day trading. And you guys work. Like most people here work in some capacity. So if you work, why would you day trade as well when you can take stress off your own life, be focused on the process, be day trade, like don't even have to day trade, you can swing trade. Because you can also just like, you know, flesh this out even more where you can go, okay, well, I'm not even gonna, oh, this is looking juicy, but I'm not gonna take it because I'm explaining this. You can do the 4 hourly, you know, like look at the 4 hourly, guys. I mean, like just on what I just showed you. I mean, like shorts here, like the same thing with the daily and the 4. I mean that's 4 hours. Let me put it into context. Let's say you have $1 million. Let's say that you go and get what I did in my first year. Cool. We have 1.3 million in funded capital, and you're risking 0.5%. So on a trade, you're risking about $7,500. If you trade the 4 hourly, you guys could be going to work and then coming back and working on your trading over the next year, getting good at the process, and then like you're still making like $20,000, $30,000 in 3 days by risking that. Even with one account, 100K, risk 0.5%, that's $500. Like this is $3,000 in 2 days on the 4 hourly. There is no execution needed. There is no, ooh, I have to be sitting there trading all day, or like I missed my entry because every one of these candles is 4 hours. So you have so much time to react if your lifestyle's busy and you have a job, you have something, you have like, responsibilities in life. Like you can still make money and do well. Like I personally think this is what you guys should do. This is what I would advise everyone to do. But to each their own, If you guys want to day trade, the problem is that like most people haven't seen enough success in day trading, and they don't even want to try this. I'm like, why don't you just try it? You guys can't trade futures right now anyway. You guys aren't making money from futures anyway. Like none of you guys are printing serious money. And it's not me being a dick, it's just being realistic. Just being real. Like a lot of people aren't seeing success. So it's like, why don't you try something else? Even if it is just go and get a demo account and see what happens. You guys might accidentally become profitable. Go get a demo account. FTMO offers free demo accounts. What do you have to lose? 0 is the answer to your question.
Buddy. Here's Hamish. I'm gonna head, but thank you very much.
Well, good man. Talk soon. Do you guys have any questions
See
or
you
anything?
tomorrow, maybe if you're on.
What'd you say, bro?
I'm all good, thank you.
Okay. Well,
You reckon you'll be on tomorrow? Or?
yeah. I'm gonna do this again tomorrow because today's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah, perfect. Righty. Good peoples.
Does anyone have any questions? Anything they want to talk about or anything? Also, like you can look at this, what I was talking about before. You can like statistically, like the chances of becoming successful in day trading is so much lower than becoming successful in swing trading. Like just straight up statistics wise. Like look how choppy this is to try and trade, but then if you just zoom out on every single asset ever, it's so fucking easy to trade. There's never noise. Ever. I just don't know why people want to day trade. Why do you guys want to day trade? That's a good question. Why do you guys want to day trade over doing something where you can have your life back as well? Like you can make money and trade. Like make money and not have to stress out on the day to day. That's a good question.
All right, Hamish, I'm out of here. I appreciate you doing this, man. It helps out a lot.
No, no stress. I mean, I'm going to be on here for a couple more hours. I'm not done trading. I'm just, you guys can.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can do whatever you want.
Okay. Well, you guys take care.
See ya. Yeah, one of the lab took the trade we were talking about. Oh shit, there's a whole lot of people who message. Haven't I enjoyed this? Hey, do you use any rules from Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think like the best way to get started is like get like one account, whether it be day trading, swing trading, whatever. Just get the one account, prove the concept to yourself, and then scale really aggressively. That's like all I talk about. So I think everyone already knows that. Once you have proof of concept, like once I had proof of concept, guys, this happened in like 3 months. Like it was like September through December, and I got all this funding. Is it my cringe ass fucking page? So the way I learned this strategy was not through Instagram or anything. Was when I made a lot of money in crypto. I asked my friends, I was like, do you guys, because I like made all my money and then I lost some money. I was like, fuck, I still want to trade, but I actually need to learn how to do this. And I asked a buddy, I was like, do you know anyone who actually can trade for real? And I basically got put into connection with this guy in Sydney, Australia. Went and talked to him. I flew out to see him. He doesn't have an Instagram. He's like an older guy. He's like 55. And I saw a $14 million personal account in front of me. So I trusted what he said. And then I did that. And then within a year, I had $1.3 million in funding. Which is what the strategy you're learning right now. Yeah. Like, it's like, people can question me, but I'm like, okay. If you think fair value gaps are so good, if you think ICT is so good, show me a $14 million personal account in front of you. That's really what it is. Like, show me an ICT trader with a $14 million personal account who's swing trading order blocks or supply and demand, whatever you want to call it. Like, really, that's what it comes down to. It's like, show me the accounts. ICT can't even fucking like shit like ICT. Like, ICT can't even win, can't even not blow his account during Robin's Cup. Like, I'm not shitting on him because like his concepts have produced some of the best payouts in history. Like the highest payouts. We're talking about like JCap and Trader Kane. But really it comes down to it is like, I'm going to trust what I see in front of me, which is like a brokerage account with $14 million in it. Like, I'm going to trust that. When I can scroll through 4 or 5 years of trade executions, that's what I trust. I don't trust some fucking guy on the internet who says he got abducted and fucking wrote the algorithm. This is pretty nice. It'll be out of break even, unfortunately, I think, yeah. Very sad. Yeah, today would have been a good day if I had, like, traded this, I suppose. But, like, I mean, there's a lot of break evens today. Even this is, like, there's a lot of break evens. It's a very bright. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you have to necessarily stick to my strategy. I would just say, like, whatever strategy that you're going to learn, like, dedicate serious time to actually learning that strategy. I don't have to learn mine. I don't think my strategies are any better than anyone else's. I think the problem is that most people don't put the dedication into actually learning the strategy. You know, you even look at, like, ICT traders and stuff. You're like, yeah, ICT is good. ICT is good when you learn it really well. You have good context behind it, good, like, actual discretion behind it, but most people don't try to actually learn the strategy properly. Any strategy can work. I fully believe that. Supply and demand, support and resistance, order flow, ICT, anything. It can all work. It's just how much time are you willing to put behind learning and getting good and understanding the market It's like today, right? Like it's like a perfect example, right? Like if I hadn't traded for long, I wouldn't be able to say, talk about this trade where I was saying if this breaks, we're going to run through here because I understand how the market works. Not like I'm like a fucking lord or something, like where I'm like, I understand, I can see through the veil, like I can see through the matrix. It's more just like I've seen this happen where when we're in a overall bullish trend and these order blocks break on bearish or bullish, depending on what trend we're running. Like when that happens, like I've seen it happen where it just pops and you can see, like, I mean, it's right in front of you. Like the moment it popped here, look at the amount of volatility that ripped through, and the amount of buys that got absorbed or bought up to push the market higher. If anyone has any questions or anything they want me to go over anything while I'm like waiting around trading, so right now we would stop data break even on this trade, even if we took it. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. My body's so sore. Holy shit. So, I'll literally show you on the chart right now what we traded. So, an order block looks like this. That is what an order block looks like. Where the market consolidates on some level, has indecision, and then an expansion in a certain direction, whether that be up or down. Right? When that happens, you want to what I like to do and what today would have produced, which was, I didn't execute, but I was talking about this trade in real time. You can watch back the recording later on and see the full breakdown of how I was discussing all of the trail, all of everything through here. It was pretty fucking cool, actually. But basically, I wait for the market to show me that. I wait for liquidity levels to get swept, which you can see happen here. Once they get swept, I look for basically a new order block to start forming, which is what an engulfing is. All right? That's basically a new order block. You can see even here, like it comes in taps, gives you a rejection. So once I have this happen, I basically put on risk. So an order block basically looks like that, right? Where you have I move into an area or move in a direction and then a sharp expansion. And this happens on multiple time frames. So we try and align multiple time frames. I personally, if you're day trading, think the best is the hourly, the 30-minute, and the 15-minute. You don't have to have all of them. I would just say at least 2. You want to have those lined up. And then I like with precision, for the precision side of stuff, to actually see where the real move's happening from. I use a 5-minute, but that's not necessary. And then I execute on the 2-minute chart. But an order block, essentially, in answer to your question, looks exactly like what you see on your screen right here, which is where the body of the candle is indecisive, and then there's a sharp expansion in a direction. So, like for example, like this is an order block, right? This is an order block down here. Like this is an order block because you have this small push down and a big expansion that pushes the market. And then look what happens when we trade into that zone. You would have got a really, really nice long that we were talking about that someone in the Discord took with the strategy I think they made 3.6 hour. So like, yeah, that is what an order block looks like. This is like the cleanest looking order block that I can find. Indecision, expansion. Wait for it to retest, sweep out liquidity, boom. Easy as that. And when you have it aligned with higher time frame order blocks, like this one, you see here, indecision, expansion down. This is on the daily, trades into the zone, bearish bias, boom. We have the internal model happen here, which is the same shit, basically playing out again, showing bearish structure, comes up, retests, takes out liquidity, boom. Perfect trade. Today that was a 3-hour trade with this trail here. Really, really good trade. Really happy with it. This was traded live. I did not trade execute it, but we were talking throughout this. So I didn't execute it, but like you got the full analysis of how to trade the strategy. Yeah, it was just it was a good trade. Does that make sense, Kyle? I'm drawing from the top of the wick, from the bottom. So if it's a bearish order block like this one, I'm drawing from the top of this wick here, from the bottom of the body to the top of the wick. So it's like this. Like for example, in this one, it's like this. Like this. Like for example, with this one, I'd be trying to get a little bit more because it's a pretty big range. So I'd be like, okay, well, where is the actual order block? So for this one, it would be like that. That's probably what I would trade if I wanted to go long. This is just an example. Don't take this trade. I think this is trash. I'm just using it as a way to illustrate what you're looking to learn. So basically, you're looking at, if it's bullish, you want to take it from the indecisive candle. You want to take it from the top of the body to the bottom of the wick. Like that. Like that. Yeah. Yep. You're waiting for either a reversal pattern. So what I showed you guys earlier, like this, reversal or continuation. So if you believe that the market's super bullish, like today, the market is bullish, objectively. If we know the market's bullish, we have this level, for example, marked out. We wait for it to trade into the zone. Sweep through liquidity here. All this liquidity got swept out. There's internal liquidity, also external liquidity, so the entire order block gets swept, and then you have this actual aggressive move in a certain direction. It's like a bullish move, and then you just basically buy or sell. It's just supply and demand. It's pretty basic. It's like actually fairly basic. It's just basic. Honestly, it is pretty basic. There's not really a but there. It's just kind of is a basic strategy. It's not super intense or anything. This is using liquidity concepts plus order blocks together in conjunction with each other. Well, not even liquidities, but just like high liquidity, but like highs and lows, you know. But most of it I would classify as liquidity, whatever you want to call it. God. No, I wouldn't be long in here. This is already gone. If this comes all the way down here, we're probably super bearish. Like I'll be real. If I was trading, I would already be done. If I had one here, I would probably be done. I would potentially put on risk here. But if I didn't catch this or this, and I got caught at break even here, which I would be at break even in this trade, I would be done for the day. I'm not going to keep trading this. You don't need any more than 2 to 3 trades a day. You can see this. I mean, like if I had taken this short, it would have been really good. But it's fine. I don't really care. I kind of was like a little, not camera shy, it's probably not the right word. I was just like kind of like, I was also very like not 100% on this position. This wick is just very concerning. But it is a textbook position. If we're looking at it from an objective standpoint, like if we take no context into play, the only reason I didn't take this is because I was a little like, this is fucking bullish, guys. Like it is going up. So I was a little scared. Like this wick in conjunction with this trend is concerning. But like it's still a valid position, right? We've got the 15-minute, 30-minute order block in here. All of this liquidity through here gets swept out. Look, it's fine. It's a fine position. Okay, you could have. I would have. I honestly, if I was off stream, I probably would have taken it. Not gonna lie. I'm really aggressive with these accounts when they get to this point because even if I'd taken that, risk $100, like that's not even coming close to doing anything to my account. Yeah. Is this a trade you took? Is Cam still in here? Is this a trade you took, bro? This is also the other thing you can do. Just like one of the mentees that I have who does this. So you do it on the 2-minute. And you like trade the 15-second chart. Trade like breakdowns. It's pretty cool. Same shit. Give me a second, guys. Hello.
So we kind of held that opening candle there, Hamish, and now we're getting a bit of an extension. So I'm looking for a pullback.
Like,
Look,
this is so bullish.
yeah.
Yeah, like, I just don't know if shorts are going to be, like, amazing right now. But
So I'm looking like basically a retest of that high, and then look for a further extension here. I know it's a little different on in Q because I'm on ES right now. So
should I take this?
and then
Fuck it.
just keeping my size, keeping my size really small today because it's just it's very choppy. So
This is valid. This short.
yeah, because the price action I'm seeing right now is the higher high and then a higher low. So
Yeah, I'm just saying it's valid in terms of we look at like an entry model. I don't think with context it's very good, but yeah, like you're right. Like this is just holding here. I would not be surprised.
nice decrease in volume on the volume profile. That's something that I also look at for an extension too.
I want to put on risk. I want to put on risk so bad right now. It's looking weak though. It's looking strong though. Let's do some elite ball knowledge. 15-second shit.
Yeah, I'm just letting it play out a little bit here on the 3 minute.
Yeah. God, that was so close to tapping it. Look at that. 1 point.
Might have to see what the metals are doing right now because ES is just slow, man. This price action is like watching paint dry right now.
Gotta be patient, bro. Patience is a virtue. If I can miss out on $4,500, you guys can stay patient.
Gold right now is trying to hold that 460. 4605, 605.6 area.
Always happens. So funny. God, if this would be fucking, if this was a fucking bullish candle, that would be break even anyway. This is the thing about trading the 15-second charts. You have to be so fast because you would be going to break even so quickly through like the moment it tapped this order block here, break even. You have to be able to react in 5 seconds. Like if you literally have like, if this was like a, for example, pretty much exactly what happened here, but like on the 2 minute here, like you literally have to be able to go the moment it touches that order block there and literally go to break even like that. You have to be able to like react to that in like 5 seconds. You have to be really fast. You have to be pretty like fucking get the Adderall out, please. We're locked in. Do you guys dare me to go short? God, I want to go short so bad right now. This is your model, so you guys know. If you're scalping the really low time frames, you want to wait for it to come in here, tap into this order block here, go break even. You watch. It'll come tap here and then go break even, or you'll just lose. Oh, it'll tear down. Watch this. Watch this level right here. If it comes in. Pretty much. To the dollar. Pretty much. That's funny. Hey, Michael's in here. How you, bro? How you, Michael? How are things? Bro's jacked. AF. Yeah, bro. There's no one else called Michael in here. They're from New Zealand, eh? Or like Aussie or some shit. If this gives a sweep here, I might go on. Nope. Rip. Bro, it's 9. It's fucking 6 o'clock. Jesus Christ. That's what the time was when I woke up. Shit's horrible getting up this early. Struggle's fucking real. tapped it now. Potentially. We'll see what happens. Okay. This is like a slow grind day, guys. This is like a grind, man. This is like a grindy day. Like, look at this price. Like, yeah, we hit these like big moves, but like it is just grindy. No, I wasn't paying attention for like 2 seconds responding to my girl. That's fucking fun. That would have been fucking good. Jesus. We'll be break even. I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, trading is hard. Fucking responding to my fucking girl text me. Oh god. That's fun. Probably getting stopped anyway. This is not gonna. If this runs like 50R, I'm gonna. Alright, all good. No stress. Who cares? Trading the 15-second shot's fucking hilarious, honestly. What a trade. That would have been fucking good. Yeah, same shit. This is why you don't always trade the low time rooms, but yeah, like you can see like these OBs, right? Like this one would have been an L. This one's mid. Like this one's good. Like all these levels have been holding. It's pretty like you just wait for the sweep, rejection. It'd be like stop loss or break even here, loss. So you made 3R, break even, loss. Up a lot. 2.6R right now. It's kind of mid though. But you do have a new low. You can see here, it's wicked through here, even though it wicked. The price still visited that area, which is technically still a new low. And especially when you're trading into such a high time frame bearish structure. You can take it. I just was fucking looking at the 15-second. So I'm fucking around right now, to be honest. But if we're talking about the strategy I present to you in the guides, you can see on here, these longs are great. Shorts have been good. The longs are a bit mid, but in terms of when we look at like the 15-minute, 30-minute, on, you know, like the strategy as presented, I mean, this is a great trade. You know, you can see liquidity swept out, rejection. Well, like, if you just wait for the liquidity sweep and then the rejection, you do get really good trades. Yeah. No, obviously. So do I. I just sometimes trade really low time frames. I have way more trust in the 2-minute as well. 100%. Like 100 and million%. I just fuck around a lot on the low time frames. It just gives you more risk to reward. I have found that the NQ is very, very choppy. Even when it's like not choppy, it's still choppy in regards to like you get stopped out at break even a lot more than I did when I traded copper and stuff. But you know, wow, what a trade! I'd be floating 3.4R right now. And we're just looking at what I teach in the strategy guide, right? If you just go read the strategy guide, today is basically zero. There is a 0% possibility you have lost money today, going long or short. It's literally impossible. The only way that you could have lost money is if you just came in for that, and even then, it's like you got stopped out, and then you could just re-enter potentially. No. You want to use the higher time frames. 1 minute don't really count. If the 1 minute's in conjunction with like other like higher time frames, then sure. Come here, I would try and scale it. Potentially. Just want to watch, see what happens if it comes in here. What a trade. Wow. 4R. I'm just like, obviously, but that is the strat. Like, that is objectively the strategy. Like, that is what is in the guide. I'm just trying to go over, like, what's in the guide. I'm just fucking around on the low time frames as well. Like, if you take the guide and apply it today, you'd be up 3R with trail here. You'd be floating 4R here. You would have gone break even here. You would have had a loss here. You wouldn't trade that many positions on the day. The point still stands. trail. You just be trailing, right? Be like, cool, cool, cool. Floating 4.3R. Yeah, of course. The fuck? You guys should not be trading on the 15-second chart. No. 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 Well, right now, so if I'm in this position like this, there is no information for me to go off to trail. The only thing I would potentially do here that would even make me consider it is I would move my stop loss to 1R. So I would go... I don't want to make this loser a winner. I don't want to make this winner a loser. So my stop loss is like maybe like here. Like here. In case this just reverses against us, you know? So we're still bearish, so... I also said to you, like, I would also, to be honest with you, be very, like, I'd be watching this area. So this is our stop loss. So, if we're trailing this... Our stop loss would be above here. So if it doesn't, that's our stop loss. Actually, just above here. But I want to see it trade into this level and see what happens here. And just see what happens. Like just react. Don't try and predict anything. Just trail. See what happens. See price action develop. Never try and think about what's going to happen. Like just react to the price action. Have the levels that you want to trade from and just react. So if I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, what's actually happening? The market's going up, but this is 50% of the range. It could come up to this order block and then just dump. If it comes in here and shows us a rejection, we can just scale in here. You got to give it enough room to breathe. You have to give it enough room to actually do what it wants to do. If the market wants to go down, as I said to you earlier, constricting this position, suffocating it is going to cost you way more money than you're going to save by taking profit aggressively. There's a lot of people who would just be trailing all through here. Well, there's nothing to go off. This is just like the leg, right? You want to wait to see continuations. Not really. I mean, I take it into consideration. Discount premiums differently. I think that exists and that work. But like, for example, like if I saw a 15-second rejection here, I'd probably put on risk. Not like if you're in a position, like I'm saying if you're in a winner. Like, because this is a 30-second order block that got tapped into and rejected. But I would probably wait here because then you get all this swept liquidity and this order block. So I just want to see what happens. Like like if it just rips straight through it and we get stopped out at 1R, that's fine. You know, you're still making 1R. That's fine. And if you just don't get a scale in opportunity, then you just don't scale in. You're still making money. I mean, this is what 4R. This is why always when you're trailing, I don't start trailing until I start to see structure. So theoretically, if we break these lows here, I would probably put my stop loss all the way from here. From here. To here. Because then we're locking in 2.9R. So 2.29 now, right? Obviously, we're not doing that right now, so don't do that if you're in this. I don't know if you're taking this, but like, don't do that right now. But if we do break these lows and continue down, we want to trail there. Because it's either going to flush down even further, or it's going to just take the liquidity out and then move up against us, and then we're going to probably get stopped. So, just want to let it breathe. But like, this is how I would be trailing. I'd be waiting for this. Or just letting it run. Like, it doesn't matter. If it just continues running, that's fine. You don't care if it doesn't retrace. Because you're still making money all through this. This is a great position, right? Like, if this just keeps running down, okay, cool. Well, like, what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like, just keep running, like, it's fine. I'm not going to cry about that. You can even see that, right? Like, this is why, like, the 1 minute, you need to be checking different time frames. So, like, what? Are there new order blocks forming? Like, should I be paying attention? Like, if I'm short bias, and this is a continuation, like, this is a new order block that you could potentially try and sell from, right? Yeah. It's like, you can see this might sweep all everything in here. It might sweep all this liquidity out and then give us a 15-second rejection. We scale in really heavy. And then if it continues to go down, then we just print. Or we just get out at 1 hour, like 0.5 out, 1.5 out. Why you wait? You just wait. You just literally let the market like chill. Like it's stressful, but you just have to chill. You just have to sit there on your hands and just like, what is actually happening? And if it doesn't show you what you want to see, then just don't do anything. Just let it play out. Don't overmanage it. You can overmanage it to an extent with scale-ins, but don't overmanage it in terms of trailing. Don't be like, oh, every single new low I'm trailing until you get scaled in. Once you're scaled in, then you can start to overmanage it. Where you're starting to trail really aggressively because you'll be up so much. Like if you get a good scale in and it runs in the direction that you scaled into, like yeah, because you're up like probably like at least 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, of course you want to trail aggressively then because you don't want to give back all that profit. You want to actually capture it. Does that make sense to you guys? My vape is right now dreamy dragon fruit lychee, but I get different flavors all the time. Like I have like a honeydew one. My fucking wife got me into this shit. I never vaped until I met her. Fucking the worst habit of my life. Terrible. The most I did was drunk cigarettes. I love drunk cigarettes. They're the best. But vaping, like day-to-day vaping, is just terrible. Do not get into it. Terrible habit. It's fucking expensive as well, like $80 a week in fucking juice. Do you see what I mean, guys, though? Right? Like, you don't have to be, like, super stressed out about it. Just kind of relax. Let's see what the market's going to do. Have your levels where you're like, this makes sense. I'm happy with this. If this is a 1 hour win. If it doesn't, you just chill. That's what I said to you, right? Like, if this sweeps, we might move our stop loss right now. We want to watch price action to see what happens, but we might go, okay, cool, like, this needs to hold, or the trend's probably cooked. So, like, this is a 2.3 hour win right now. But you see, right? The liquidity gets swept and then sharp projection. Well, if this happens, we don't really want to be in this trade if it's not going to push down. You can see that, right? You want it to flush downside to continue the trend. But if this fails and this liquidity gets taken out, you don't want to be in this trade if it comes all the way back up to here. If this just gives us a reaction and then continues down, that's fine. But we're letting the market do what it wants to do. We're not getting all like, You're not like over-managing. Because you guys probably, a lot of people will trail and they over-manage. They're, it's like, well, you're just giving back so much money to the market for no reason. Not even giving up money in the market. You're just not allowing the trade to breathe. You're not giving it space. Like, you're not. Like, not even a little bit. Those isolate, bro. My cough isn't from vaping. My coughing is because I'm kind of sick right now, under the weather. a little bit like got a little cold, but no, they're good, man. I fucking love like the fucking this combo in the morning, caffeine and nicotine, like just awake, ready to fucking go, boys. That is the only reason. See what I say, guys? Just chill. On the trade, you fucking chill. Take your hands off the fucking keyboard and stop managing it. Just chill. Relax. Relax. Because this could fall all the way. Like, I'm not even joking. This could literally fall all the way down here. That's a 14-hour trade. So stop fucking managing it. Relax. Like, what's the worst that could happen? And even right now, right? We get out at 2.3 hour. Okay. So winner. Well, you could also make 14 hour if you actually just fucking take a step back and relax. But people would say, whoa, I'm in a winner. Got to trail every single micro price action. Whoa. It's crazy. It's like, no, just fucking chill the fuck out. For like 1 second. Just calm down. Jesus. That 1 minute, food scaled in. Whew. Spicy. So like you've got high time frame liquidity, like medium time frame liquidity through here, so it's getting a little dodge. But even right now, this is a 6-hour trade. So like if you had just taken the entry models based off the order blocks that I provided you today, you would have made 3R, you would have had a break even, you would have had a loss, and then you'd be floating 6R right now. If that doesn't, or this long, I mean this long I had marked up pre-market as well. If you had just traded off basic order blocks, take it easy, use 2-minute engulfings and liquidities, you'll do fine. Like you will make money. I don't know why people overcomplicate. Why didn't I enter? Because I'm a pussy. Also, I just don't like trading. I genuinely just don't like trading people in front of people. I don't know. Like I overanalyze everything. I just get stressed out. I've just never done it as well. Like especially this many people. I don't mind talking through the trades with you guys, and like you can see all of these trades. So like if you go to the guide and apply what I'm talking about right now, like this is my strategy. It's just stressful. I like to be like chill when I'm trading, and it's not chill to trade in front of people. Cool. So I sit here, right, guys, with this liquidity, you're seeing that there's like these levels getting taken. Look at this shit. It's running. That's what I'm saying. Like, chill out. Chill out. People are so not chill. Just chill. Just chill. Because this, unironically, if this plays out and this order block plays out and this is the top, this will be like a, not even joking with scale, and it's probably like a 20-30 hour trade. You're making $3,000, $2,000 from risking $100. And you can see you don't lose that much with the strategy. You might have a couple losses. But if your winners look like this and you're scaling in through this, look at this shit. Can't make this up. Can't make this up. It's right in front of you. That's the entry. That's an engulfing candle. That's an engulfing candle. That's an engulfing candle. That's an engulfing. If you just look at this order block plus the clearing seat, if you just take those positions, you would be up so aggressively right now. You would be up like 10R on the day. Like you could just sell it, be like, cool guys, I'm done. 10R on the day. Great. If you just took those 4 trades straight up shorts from those order blocks, 30-minute, 15-minute order blocks, pretty fucking simple, nothing overcomplicated. We've got the daily 4-hourly levels that I was showing you. Like, it's pretty simple. You know, just start trailing here. People are like, oh, okay, I'm going to get way more aggressive. You can start trailing a bit more if you want to. Oh, yeah. I know, like, the thing is, like, what I say, I'm not trying to sell you something. This is the strategy that I trade. Like, it's as simple as that. But like a lot of people would over trade. Like the problem with it, right, is that a lot of people see this like, holy shit, I'm up 3.5 hours. I'm going to start massively managing this trade. I'm going to start like, oh, we're trailing everything. Like it's every single macro price action is getting trailed. Just fucking relax. Chill. You don't have to be like that. When you're trading from high time frame levels, the amount of volatility that is provided from them is huge. So the moves, you're basically, the whole point of the strategy, let's really like break this down. The whole point of the strategy is to basically go, I am trying to find the pivot for a higher time frame move on the low time frame. If I can do that, I can make sure I capture a huge amount of profit, because those bigger moves are just straight up bigger, right? You're looking to move the market. You're looking to be in the market when like the bigger time frame moves are actually happening, but you're trying to get into those moves on the low time frame. Does that make sense to you guys? So that's basically the strategy. That's why I use 15-30 minutes and like hourly levels and then daily level as well, because like this could genuinely for the next couple of hours just move down, and we could come back and be like, oh, that was a 20-hour trade. Like, and it's not about saying we're shooting for that. It's saying that we are allowing the market to actually develop. We are allowing the market to do what it wants to do. If it wants to come all the way up to here, potentially, we could, trail down here a little bit more, whatever you want to do. If it wants to come back to those levels, that's fine. That's fine. We still have a winner. Still a great winner. But if the market wants to fucking rip and just wants to go in our direction, let it do that. Take your hands off the fucking keyboard and stop being so worried about the day-to-day. Take your fucking hands off the keyboard and relax. I also, the thing is, like, for me, guys, and I'll just be straight up with you, I don't care if I miss these moves, like, because I'm talking to you guys, because I've seen this play out so many times that you guys get so caught up in FOMO and stuff. If you guys seen the strategy play out for 3 years, do you think you guys would get FOMO? No. You're not going to get FOMO because you've seen the strategy play out and you know you can make money from it, so it doesn't matter if I spend, like, honestly, real talk, I just spent $15,000 running this through with you. Like, I would have probably made a whole lot of money through this position. Like any of these positions, if I just traded, if I wasn't on today, if I just got up and traded, I would have probably made a whole lot. But do you think that actually matters to me? No, because I know I can come back tomorrow and make money. It's the whole point of trading, is being able to make money like consistently, not just on one day. So why the fuck does one day matter? It doesn't. And that's a peak. This is the thing. People just get so scared of when like they get so scared of like the market reversing, where it's like, you don't have to be scared of it. Just put your stop loss in a place that makes sense. Even there, it's okay. Well, if the market wants to keep dumping off, that's great, but we can secure 5R right now. You can do stuff like that. Like if you really want to manage it that hard, but that you can't over manage. Like if you trade the strategy and try to over manage, you're gonna get cooked. Because you're gonna be like, okay, well, I'm putting my stop loss here, because if it comes here, I still secure 5.5R. If it breaks this level, I probably don't want to be in this trade anyway. So it's like, if it doesn't just trade down the whole day. Or you can just look for a continuation. You can just look for it to, you can say pretty much at this point, we've got a pretty established downward trend. You can be like, okay, well, I believe because of this bearish structure that this is just simply a retest, and then now we're actually going to push lower. I'm just going to wait to see what happens on the lower time frames. And it doesn't mean that this trade's going to turn into a loser. It just means that this trade's going to turn into a slightly smaller winner, which is okay. Because those times where you catch a trade like this, and you scale in properly, and you actually get into the trade properly, and everything's going really well, those trades will be like 20, 30, 40 hour, right? If you just take your head off the fucking keyboard and let the things actually play out. One hour or structure. So for example, in this position, I would have gone break even here, which is 0.7R, but it's structure. If this fails and we sweep this liquidity and move up, I don't want to be in this trade because we're still in the trend, where if we break down and really rip, do want to be in the trade because then the confirmation of trend is confirmed. So it's either 1R or structure. If the structure is too far away, then no. Yeah. I mean, this is basically a premium Discord at this point for free. So, lol. Like, if you watch this back, if you're wanting to learn to trade, watching this call back will give you so much clarity on how to trade the strategy. Like, you'll be like, oh, I get this now. Because you just get so many little gems. Like, even just like this. Like, I can't talk like this with you guys in a guide and be like, hey, just chill the fuck out. Whereas if you come to the Q&As, you come to the occasional live trading I do, ask questions, soak it up, you guys will become good traders if you trade this strategy, 100%. If 4 people in the Discord can make over 20k since I started it, which was November, if 4 people can make over 20k across 5 accounts, you guys can too. For free. Like, completely for free. Just trading the strategy. Like, they've got to 10k a month from free shit. Like, this is stuff that people would pay like $6,000 for mentorship from like a big influencer or something. It's the same shit. Like, you guys are getting that level of learning the strategy. I'm not saying that you guys are all going to potentially have results like that, but I think if you put the work in and actually like start to learn the strategy, it's definitely possible. There's no reason that you guys can't. Let's just put it like that. So many people would get scared right now. They'd be like, whoa, what's happening? I don't know. It's just accumulating. Chill the fuck up. Because realistically, right, you can also start to think of it like this. If this is going to bounce, it's very likely going to bounce down here. If we're going to get a bounce, it's probably going to bounce off this order block that I talked about earlier, right? So if we know it's going to go from here to here, you can basically go, well, great. Like, let's scale in and trail this shit until it gets there. You know? And then you're like locking in like minimum 12.5R with no scaling. Okay. Like, if you know that it's going to bounce here, or don't know, but you're like, there's a chance that it bounces here because the trend is confirmed. Like, it's a pretty bullish structure. Like, if we know that, we go, okay, well, I'm not going to choke this position. What I'm going to do is just trail it so that I give it the space to get down here, but if it does want to kind of come against us, then that's okay. We'll just get out of the trade. Still locking a winner. But if it really rips to that area, we have such high risk to reward that we don't have to win too much. Like, imagine if you were able to crack one of these trades a week. You hit 12R. Even here, like 5R or 3R with scat trailer. You can have losses like this. It doesn't matter. You can have one loss. Okay, even just here, like in your screen of this order block, you have 4 different trades, all the same model, that would have produced you a 3R win, a break even, a loss, and then minimum if you're trailed all the way up here, 2R to potentially 12R. Like, are you guys, like, that's the thing about the strategy, is that the risk to reward on it and the upside of the strategy is higher than any other strategy I've seen. Where, like, you make more money into it, like the performance, the metrics. The risk to reward is so high on this strategy. Because you're not saying I'm shooting for 12R. You're saying I'm allowing the market to give me 12R or more with scale-ins if it wants to do that. If it doesn't want to do that, that's fine. Not every day it's going to look like this where you just boom, crack, 12R. Like, sometimes it's going to be chill. Sometimes it's going to be like a 1R win or a break-even day or a loss day. But then you're going to have days like today where you print. Yeah, I risk $100 per account, and then I risk $900 on my personal account. I think the problem is that people stress. People stress out about their trading too much. So just take it easy, bro. Just come into the day, risk $100 per trade, per account, and just trade. Just fucking execute. Just chuck on some risk. You know? Take good positions that fit the strategy, my strategy, or anyone else's strategy, and just take it easy. Just take it easy. Like, I literally keep like a book that I'll just read. Like when I'm in positions like this, I just like read a book. And like I'll just like hang out a lot of the time. Like learn something while you're trading. You don't have to fucking sit there and, oh my god, it's moved up 5 points. Oh my god, it's going against me. So just fucking just chill. Just chill. Like obviously, like when you're in the entry, like be locked in. But then once you're actually like at break even and you're like trailing, you know, take it easy. It's like, for me, example, I wouldn't even be considering trailing here. The only trail I would have is here. Then I'd be waiting for structure to continue forming. Because right now we still haven't had a meaningful pullback. If we have a meaningful pullback that looks something like this, big trade. Big trade. And then the worst case, right, is if we get stopped out here. A 2R. Okay. 2R winner is great. That 2R winner is 2 to 3R winner is what most normal strategies are shooting for. That's like a normal strategy. A normal strategy probably produces 2 to 3R in their winners. Well, we have the potential to make 12 with no scale in. We scale in. If we're just watching structure and seeing how everything plays out. Yeah. And this might just be a 2R win. Well, okay, cool, dude. You made 3R, you make 2R. You lose, like this is 4 trades. You're not taking 4 trades, but you go break even, you lose, you make 2R, you make 3R. You just made 4R on the day with no like huge win. If your normal day is 4R, you're going to make a lot of money in trading. And there's going to be times where you lose, don't get me wrong. There'll be times where you go through drawdown, but like when the upside's this high, something to consider. And like, there's a whole lot of different ways to trail, right? Like, is what I said to you guys earlier in the conversation. Like, you could have trailed here. Your trail could have been like when you're this in profit, but like your trail could have been there, which is 5R. Whatever. You just need to come up with the way of trailing that works for you. For me, I like to see structure. I'd rather get stopped out for a smaller winner than to, you know, not be just waiting. If I believe that I'm on the right side of the market, like if I believe we're bullish as fuck, then I'm gonna be chill. I'm just wait. Because like you can do shit like this, right? Like you can go, okay, like if the market comes to here, I'll put my stop loss like under here, so that guarantees like 3.8R, 2.8R, And then if we see like a nice meaningful sweep into here and then a continuation, we can get in with more contracts and then lock our stop loss above here at like plus 1.52. Get more contracts in. If it moves down even more, you start to make even more money from our position. And the worst case is we lose and we get out for a small winner. I was just honestly like not really paying attention. I was talking through it with you guys. Just an intro. This is like the first time I've live traded in front of a whole lot of people. So. Also, like it doesn't really matter if I enter the position. Like if I can talk you guys through the position and the way it played out, that's as valuable as me entering the position. But that is no one can be like, oh, that's not, this is, you can go and read the free guides and you can see, like this is this is the strategy. Like this is the strategy playing out in front of your eyes for the last 3 hours. So you could be like, okay, so like here is like a really, really good example. You'd be like, all right, we're having this big displacement down. It's clearly fuckload of sellers. Like this is aggressive. So if we know it's aggressive, we can go, okay, cool, great. Like our new stop loss, our new trails here potentially. Because this is just tearing down. This just looks like it's going to go to fucking zero. So you're like, okay, well if I know that, like this is a new high, there's clearly a shitload of sellers here. If it comes back here, it's probably going to continue down. Or it's just going to continue downwards. This is a new protected high. If it comes here, we get trailed out. So you'll be like, okay, that's a 4-hour winner, guys. So you're taking 3-hour, 4-hour, taking the loss. This is just the positions. You wouldn't take all of these necessarily. But like that's the 3-hour winner I went over. There's a break even. There's a loss, and then a 4-hour guaranteed win right now. Plus potential up. Like it could just continue tearing downside. This could end up being a 20-hour winner. You don't know. Like, but you don't care. You don't care if it comes up here. You don't care if it goes down there. None of it matters. It's all irrelevant. Because no one's going to cry, oh, I only made 4-hour on the day. How sad. No one's going to cry about that. Yeah. This is all recorded. This will all be posted. But this is why you don't overmanage. You don't sell for no reason. You don't sell the moment you're in profit. You just take a step back. Because you want to let the market do what it's going to do and then do with the information it's giving you what you need to do. So don't suffocate the trade because you're like, oh, it's moving against me. It's going to go to my stop loss. It's going to go to break even. No. Let the market take you out when it wants to take you out. If the market just wants to keep going down, then it wants to keep going down. But over-analyzing and over-managing and over-suffocating your position will make it so you don't make as much money. You just need to be chill. Because if this comes up here, well, okay, we're up 4.2R. Great. If it just keeps running down, then it keeps running down. Great. Because what you guys need to realize is that this 30-minute change in delivery, this 30-minute structure shift, that's basically saying the market wants to move down. That's essentially what it's saying. If you're trading from a high time room, then that's essentially what you're saying, right? So if we know this, that's the high time frame saying it wants to do. If the high time frame things do that, the high time frame move will be aggressive. It won't be this 2-hour win. It'll be like this, where you're like, trailing at 4-hour right now. And there's a potential for it to just dump off the face of the earth and go to fucking like 20-hour. So like, you're just basically positioning yourselves in these massive moves. That's the whole point. That's the strategy. That's literally the strategy. And you just take your hand off the fucking keyboard. And just go, cool. Whatever happens, happens. Because right now we're floating 6-7R. With no scaling. And there were scaling opportunities that you could potentially take. Potentially. They're a bit loose though. I like to see a proper pullback before I scale in. So like even here, like you could scale in here. If you really had, you could. Be like, yeah, this is a big displacement and an already downward trend. Like it's like what I say, right? Like you have a confirmation of the trend and there's a confirmation on that trend. So there's a confirmation on the trend on the trend. So why wouldn't this continue pushing down? Doesn't necessarily mean, oh, there'll be times where it won't at all. Times it could be wrong and it'll just come against you and make like 1R. But I mean, that's fine. So this is our current break even. This is our current trail. We'll just put that as like, that's our current trail. The moment it touches here, I will start to tighten up a lot. If it comes down all the way down to here, which is 10R, I will be trailing aggressively. Because I don't want it to just like this. I don't want it to just go like this. I don't want it to go, which is definitely good. Because you got to remember this. Always remember what's actually happening. Always remember what's actually happening. Which the market is bullish. You want to allow it. It's not about suffocating, but it's about making sure that you have enough. Like, it's not about suffocating. It's about making sure that you're giving the market space to do what it wants to do, while also making sure you're locking in profits as things develop. Do you trade today, Chino? Nice. I did not. But the strategy played out today extensively. We're up 7.4. Probably we're gonna get down to here 100%. So basically 10R trade. We took this. I didn't take it, but I was explaining this throughout the day. there's like three. There's like four positions in here. You're basically guaranteed to be up 7R today, 6R. If you took all these trades, but you wouldn't take all these trades. Let's be real. Probably might take two. Well, I wouldn't take all these trades. Nice. Congratulations, bro. That's discipline. That's learning. Big ups. Should be proud of that, bro. I always say non-chart wins are actually, non-P&L related wins are probably the best, because those non-P&L related wins will actually translate to you making more money over time. But people don't look at it like that. They just look at this number and think that it matters. Look at this shit, bro. See? Chill. We're breathing. We're not fucking over-managing. We're not going crazy with it. We're letting structure dictate what we do. We're letting structure dictate the way we operate. Not going, I'm trailing with 1R, I'm trailing at 3R, I'm trailing at 5R. It's like, none of this matters. What matters is the structure that's actually forming on your fucking screen. Not your P&L. Your P&L doesn't matter. 1R, 2R, 3R doesn't matter. Structure matters. Structure and what the market's doing. If you're in a confirmed bearish trend, why the fuck would you sell this? Until it shows you it wants to take you out. Why would you sell it? Why? Just relax. Take it easy. Drink a Celsius. Hit the vape. Read a book. Do something. If you guys can take this call, this is like a mass. This honestly, it's like, even though I didn't execute, the explanation and the level of value you guys will get if you start to implement this, you guys will become good traders. I fucking guarantee you. There's no way. If you guys listen to this shit and actually start to do this, de-risk massively, and chill the fuck out, you guys will become good traders. So we want to be watching here quite closely. So we're starting to move into real bullish structure. Even here, we want to start to really pay attention. Because the moment we hit these levels in here, this is where we could see a violent reaction to the upside. In most cases, if we get a reaction a little bit sooner, comes all the way here. Still make 4R, that's completely fine. We just want to chill. Just breathe. Breathe. Because the market always, even on a small time frame, like it has to come up and take orders out. Like it's not just going to go, like it's not going to wonder. I mean, sometimes it does. But like I'm saying, in general, like the market does have to go up and down. Like, you know, but once you have a confirmed trend, like this is when you start to make money. Because you're in at the beginning and you're allowing the market to actually continue to push. You're not you're actually letting the trend play out. You're just you're not front running it, but you're allowing the higher time frame to dictate where you're actually moving from. And when you're in the trade, you actually are in a winner. You're actually letting the trade win. And a lot of people don't do that. They start over managing. They see this bit bullish engulf and go, it's going to go to stop loss, to break even. I'm going to fight myself. I'm going to freak out. So no, bro. Just relax. Just breathe. Have a Celsius. Cam is killing it. Yeah, he is. He's doing... Which was... I don't think anyone took this trade. It was like... It was a bit of injury on the 1 minute. The 1 minute was where it was really nice. The 2 minute was a little... Yikes. One second, guys. But yeah. Because even this, like, the market has to pull back. The market has to pull back. It can't just go all the way. You want it to, but it's got to. And if the worst case it comes in here, that's fine. Because even here, man, you could go, I'm going to be, like, this is 4R, right? But you could do something like this, right? You go, this comes and taps into here. Like, if you take a continuation, short, again, or here, either one of these. So you could be like, I'm going to lock in 2R here. But if the market wants to come into this level and then continue pushing, let it. Or just let it naturally run down. Like, you know, whatever. It's just about building the position to go with the long high time frame trade. Does this make sense to you guys? Like, are you guys understanding this? Do you guys understand the mindset? Understand, like, the actual... Like this? Do you guys understand this? Is this making more sense to you? Good. Because, like, right now, we're like, okay, like, this liquidity getting swept? Yeah. Right? I was wanting to, like, this liquidity gets swept into here, and then we see a breakdown. You can scale in here. Potential. It's just about letting the market breathe. That's really it. Just not over-analyzing. Not like analyzing, but not like being like super. People get so aggro and over-manage. Instead of just like going, okay, well, I believe XYZ is going to happen, and then whatever happens there happens. Worst case is we make 4R, you know? It's like a stop loss is like here. No, but we get a because not every trade is going to be like a massive runner where you get like 20R or something. Sometimes it's going to be like a normal one, you know, 4R. 4R is still better than what most strategies are trading. So basically just giving yourself infinite upside exposure but while limiting the downside. Completely limiting the downside. Why wouldn't you want to do that? just wait. Just chilling, right? You're like, what? This is 4R. Worst cases, you just get stopped out. So sure. So like in this position, if I see any sort of breakdown, I'm scaling in because it's like if it's gonna fail, if it breaks down here, if it's gonna fail, it's gonna fail. Like if it's not gonna hold here, this is done. Like the trade is done, and we want to get out of this. Where if it continues down, then that's great. But you're not gonna over worry about it. We've still got like this 2-minute order block here. You know, I said like this is kind of the point, but like if I said you could trade this, but this is kind of the area that I would want it to see, especially with this because you got the liquidity sweep of this order block here into this new one. So, but it depends, right? Like it all depends on what you guys personally want to do, how you guys want to trade. The strategy specifically. If I see like a big breakdown here, like this 30-minute pushes, 30-second rather. See? Don't want to fucking, obviously this could come up, but just chill. Breathe. So close. Be so funny if it reverses here. Crack up. But yeah, there you go. So you're out of that trade. You're pretty much out of that trade. So you're like, but that's cool. That's fine, right? Because it didn't go exactly where you wanted to go to. You still captured a whole lot of profit. What, 4R? That's fine. You know? I'm interested to see if this plays out where I thought it would. But, like, you know, if we just managed it like that, I mean, that's still great. I mean, if we look at on the day, that's 3R, 4R, 1 loss, 1 break even. You would have made 6R on the day if you took all the positions I've discussed today. So, yeah. Pretty simple. Pretty simple trading. Pretty simple way of approaching the market. And, yeah. I'm interested to see if this order block plays out, though. Yeah. Because it's sweeping this. Be interesting to see. The 30-second chart. Fuck it. Let's just watch. Because that was my original level. You can see, right? Swept. It's the same concepts as what we just talked about up here. On the but just on a really high time frame, right? We got all that liquidity swept out into the order block. That is the model. If you get that, like, boom. You don't have to trail there. I was just showing you, it's not in hindsight, I'm just showing you like that is the way you can do it. You can either approach it like that, you lock in the profits, or you can just try and give back, like, you know, it's really dependent on what you want to do. You're generally speaking, what I personally, when it gets like this overextended, we're like up so much. I think at the absolute peak of this trade, we were up 9.2R. So at that point, like, you don't really want to give back like 6R to potentially make a whole lot more. But like this concept of the liquidity sweep into the order block, like that's generally where you want to be. I've been talking about this order block the entire time as well. So, yeah. Like I literally said to you earlier, it was like if this retests here, that's probably where I trail. But when you get a bit of overextended, you just want to lock in profit, right? You just want to lock in some sort of like a big winner. You don't, not a big winner, but you want to lock in profit. And generally speaking, the liquidity sweeps into like the order blocks is like the same thing, right? Like do you guys understand that? Do you guys get that? Like where this here, right? Where you've got this indecision, and then a massive expansion, and then you've got it come up but not quite touch it, not quite tap into it, and then it sweeps it. That's the same as this. Like this position here that we took, you can see all this liquidity built up. You've got your order blocks here. All this liquidity gets taken out and then it runs. Like that's what you want to be looking for. You want to see liquidity being built up. That's what this strategy is about in terms of an entry model. You want to see liquidity get built up, it sweep through all of that, and then a rejection. If you do that, your win rate should be about 56% just on this. That's what it was for me in 2024. 56% on my model on the actual entry, and then like you have infinite upside if you align yourself with the high time frame. Basically, from there, it's whatever you end up trailing. So it could be 1R, it could be break even, it could be 10R, it could be 9R, it could be 100R. With this strategy with Scalens, when I used to trade copper, the biggest trade I ever took was 44R with this strategy, and then the biggest, and I broke my rules. I sold that position. If I had not sold that position and actually just chilled the fuck out, it would have been 146R by just trailing and just like having these protected highs, protected order blocks, and just basically trailing through that. Obviously, that's not going to happen often. But the point is, if you just chill the fuck out and actually let the market trail, you're good. Because if you had scaled in here, for example, like, and it goes all the way down to here, and you've got this initial position running as well, you're probably making, this is probably a 20-hour trade. And you only have to give up 1R, maybe. You probably only have to give up 1R to take this position. Like to add. So you're basically risking, okay, cool, like giving up 1.2R of unrealized gain to make like 10R. In a trade that is already trending in the direction that you're trading, so like the odds are stacked in your favor that you're gonna make more money, and then the worst case it doesn't, you make 2.6R. Okay, right. You guys should be able to just look at that like purely from a risk reward perspective. Like, isn't that upside? Like, you guys get that? Like the thing? You guys understand that? Does this make sense? No. Does the strategy make more sense from the score? If it doesn't, just let me know, and I can try and give you guys some more clarity. And also, just to say, when you guys when you scale in, your trails will become very aggressive. So, for example, like I would be like trailed it. So I'll be like, well, this is a new predicted high. This is a new predicted high. I don't want, if it comes all the way up to here, I don't want to be in this trade. Like, I can guarantee myself basically like 5R, probably like more like 6 because you've got scalers, right? And then you just basically want to start getting really aggressive with trailing. Like if you don't want to give back profits at this point when you're scaled it, because these trades get really big. Like this, genuinely, if it moved all the way down to here, would probably be 20. You probably make $2,000 on a trade where you risk $100 from up here. You risk $100 here. You wait for the confirmation of the trend, and then you start scaling. And then obviously, like you're scaling into a trend, into a trade that's already moving in the direction that you believe that it's going to. Does that make sense? Yeah. And rich futures, that is like the number one thing I see of people not seeing success, is that if you can, and rich futures, can I ask you a question? When you're losing, do you move your stop loss? Do you like scale into losers sometimes? I think I already know the answer to the question, because most people do that. Exactly, right? If you inverse that, which is basically what we're doing right now, which is instead of, think about the amount of times where you've gone into a position like this. Let's say you're trading my strategy, and let's say this is a loser. Think about the amount of times where you've gone on. It has to turn around. It has to turn around as the market continues to push in your direction against you. It has to turn around. I'm just gonna keep moving this, and you're like, oh shit, like it's moved against. I'm gonna scale on some positions, and think about how those days are so massively red. We're basically just doing the inverse. So you're basically having to inverse the exact thing that you do right now, but on the other side. Instead of moving it like this when you're losing, move it like this when you're winning. Move it like this when you're winning. And then just accept this L. Because if you can do that, you can make sure that you have big wins like this, and you scale in. You're scaling, dollar costing into winners, that trades that are winning. But when you're losing a tiny little amount, $100. So, like if I had taken this trade and it was an hour, it wouldn't have even dented my account. Wouldn't have even noticed. That's just about inversing what you normally. Half of trading is basically doing the opposite of what your brain's telling you to do at all times. If your brain's telling you to do something, you probably shouldn't be doing it. It's hard. But also be soft with yourself, bro. Trading psychology, trading in general is difficult. Don't be like, I'm a fucking loser because I can't do this. Or like, I'm a dickhead. Just be like, it's hard. It takes time. But like, you can do things to help you fix that. Which is like, lower the risk. Risk $100. Because you can see on this position, I mean, let's be fucking real. Let's say you guys had 5 accounts with top tip right now, which is pretty fucking easy to get. If you had traded today, you would have made $3,500 with just these 4 positions. You would have made 6R. Yeah, let's just say we took this one. We took all 4 positions. We had 2 winners, 1 loss, 1 break even. You would have made 6R. So you would have made $3,000 on the day in 2.5 hours. You don't need to risk more than $100. But if you risk $100, you don't really care if you lose. Like if you have a $100 loss, you don't really give a shit. Like it doesn't really matter. That's the thing. Is like that's the reason why I say for people to risk $100. It's not. So again, this is another thing. Like I have to go over this every time I talk to people. You don't ever trade a certain amount of lots. You never trade a static amount of lots. You never go, I'm going to get into this position with 5 lots, and every single trade I take is 5 lots. That's not how this works. That's not how trading works, and it's not how you guys should trade. The way you guys should trade is like this. Let's just use today's examples. That'll be really good for everyone. Alright. So, I'm going to line up all the trades that we could have potentially taken today, and I'll show you why this is fucking stupid to do. So, these are our 4 positions. It's a bit ugly, but bear with me. The first position is 22 points. The second position is 22 points. And the third position is 22 points. But the last one is only 10. This one up here is 10. This is where the problem comes in with static lot sizing. If you're risking $100, well, you wouldn't. If you're risking a static amount of contracts, let's say how many contracts do you run, bro? TT. Let's do it with your example, so this makes it easier for you to understand. How many contracts do you run, bro? Like when you trade, 1 to 2. Okay, great. Let's sure this example. Yeah, let's just use that example, right? Let's say you do 2. Let's just do 2 for. Let's do 1. Let's just do 1 for argument's sake. So this you would be risking $40. This you would be risking $40. This you'd be risking $40. But then in this one you'd only risk $20. So if this runs 1-to-1 risk to reward, you'll make $40. All of these you'll make $40. On this one, if this one runs 1-to-1 risk to reward, you only make 20. So the problem where static sizing comes in is that when you have, this is a bit of a bad example because the volatility was was not too different, but tomorrow could be completely different. It's better to do it on different days to different days. Let's do that actually. Let's just say this short, which is 40 points. Alright, so if you do static risk, static contracting size, if you take this position, you're risking almost $80, right? And then the next day when you come in, you're risking 20 points, which is $40. So there's a mismatch in amount that you lose, which inherently makes it so that your system basically won't work. What you want to do is instead of looking at risk in terms of cons, you want to look at it in terms of dollars. So for example, on that last position, if let's say you're risking $200 on the trade, on a 40-point trade, you would be trading like 2.5 contracts, like 2 to 3 contracts basically, right? Whereas if you're risking $200 on this position here, you would be risking like 5 contracts because that 20 times like 40, like like 20 points with one contract is $40, so times 5 is 50. That is 200. So that, but then on this position, you'd be risking 10 micros. Because then every single loss you take is around the same. It doesn't matter if the volatility is slightly different and the position sizing is slightly different. You are losing the same amount, which in turn means that you're making the same amount in terms of risk to reward. Because if we look at it like that, and we were doing your example, right, where you're just trading one contract or two contracts, well, let's just say one contract for argument's sake. If I'm in this position and I take one contract, I have this big winner, like it's not even that big because like I was only trading the one con and I would have only made 87 points, which would have been like $1,600, $690 rather, right? Whereas if you go, I'm going to make sure that I have dynamic sizing through all of this. If I go 10 to 1 on this trade, let's say this just fucking tore down, that's the same, like that okay, this is a good visual representation. I make the same amount if I'm risking on for example, with this one, if I'm risking $100, I'm risking 2 to 3 micros. On this one, I'm risking 5. If this goes 10 to 1 to risk to reward on this trade, I make the same exact amount if I make 10 to 1 on this trade. I make the same amount. It doesn't matter if I make 1 to 1 risk to reward, 2 to 1 risk to reward. It's the same because I'm trading a dynamic sizing that allows me to lose the exact same amount and then make the same amount in terms of risk to reward. Wait, you're trading minis? Okay, your account's basically gone if anything goes wrong. So do not trade minis. Trade micros. Always. I just think it's absolutely insane that this is like a normalized thing that people trade minis. Fucking crazy. Yeah. Because you look at it, right? Like imagine if you traded my strategy, bro, and you were trading one mini. And you took, this is a really good example. You took this position, short. Let's just say you just took it. Let's say you trade my strategy and this is a trade you decided to take. That's 61 points. You just lost $1,200 if you're wrong. Is your stop loss like nothing? I don't even think that's irrelevant. It is just like, I don't know. I trade differently than most people. I trade off structure and everything, so. But I personally think that if you're trading from structure, the only way to trade is with micros. It's like no other way. With prop firms, like when you're trying to make money with prop firms, specifically. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. It depends on how you view your stop loss. Like, when you're having your stop loss, do you just have like a set amount of points? It's like 10 points. Because I'm like, if it's any more than 10 points, it must just be like a huge amount of loss if you have a funded account. Like if you, so like, yeah, like 10 points. Like 9, 10 points, yeah. Do you, like, if you don't mind me asking you, it's not me adding you, it's just asking a genuine question. Like, are you profitable? Do you like make money? Like, do you take payouts and everything? Because everyone trades differently. Like, I'm open to other people's views. I'm not like arrogant where I'm gonna be like, there's the only way to trade. I just always. Okay. I would say if it works for you, and I always say this to everyone, that's why I stay out of the Discord a lot when people are talking about other strategies. It's like, if you have a strategy that works for you, the best way is to just stick to that one strategy and get good at that one thing. If it works for you. Anyway, guys, I think that's me. We've been in this call for 4 hours. I'm pretty much done. But I hope that gave you guys a lot of insights. And like helped you with the strategy in some capacity. Like in terms of like learning the ways to trade, where to trade from, the ways to look for entries, the ways to trail, the ways to scale in, the ways to just like look at everything, just like the mindset behind the strategy that you need to have. Because I think that was like I'm online. If we're talking about online live trading, I may make it a thing where I do it once a week. I might just, instead of doing one of the Q&As, I just do like a live session and then also do the Q&As. But yeah, that was really, really good. Like that was a really good day of, it started off really slow, but like it was a good day of learning the strategy and of learning like what you're looking for and everything. So yeah, that was really good, guys. I really liked that. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm always available on Instagram. I'm always available in the Discord. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to DM me on there. Don't hesitate to have a chat to me. I'm always available to like help you guys out if you guys ever need anything, or you guys want to learn the strategy more, or whatever it is. Like it's sort of up to you guys to reach out. But I hope this call helped a lot. Definitely think it was a really, really, really good session for showing you the way the order blocks kind of play out with the overall market, and having like, especially with the trailing, that was really, really good. It was really